Vancouver Ravens, alone with their thoughts, alone in the dressing room, seconds before they step to the floor for the most important game of the year. It's playoff time.
7 words for a streak of 7 consecutive victories gives an idea of the success the expansion Vancouver Ravens have enjoyed in their first season of NLL action. Dominant as they have been in the last half of their schedule, regular season records get thrown out the window starting tonight as the Ravens face their toughest test of the season. Tonight, they fly to Rochester to take on Paul Day and the Knighthawks, who boast the league's highest scoring offense. They also have John Grant Jr., who many consider the best player in lacrosse today. The Knighthawks are on a 6-game winning streak themselves and look to extend their unbeaten streak at home to 15 games. It's playoff time in the NLL, and tonight it will be up to the Ravens' rough and tumble defense to keep the Knighthawks' high-octane offense in check on Molson Export National Lacrosse, live on Rogers Sportsnet.
Welcome to a very loud and very rowdy Blue Cross Arena in scenic Rochester, New York. It is playoff time, and they're loving it in upstate New York. Welcome, I'm Jim Lang, and are you ready for some playoff lacrosse? Because we are, and it doesn't get much better than this for the Vancouver Ravens and the Rochester Knighthawks. The Ravens are having a dream inaugural season, and they want to keep the dream going, led by Chris Gill. They've won 7 in a row, and look at this. They've held opponents to 10 goals or less in 6 of those 7 games, an amazing feat for a young team. For the Rochester Knighthawks, what an amazing season they're having. A perfect 8-0 at home this year and a whopping 258 goals to lead the National Lacrosse League. For more on this huge playoff game, let's head upstairs and join our playoff team, Roger Millions and Brian Shanahan.
All right, Jimmy, thanks very much. And what a matchup this is. Great offense and great defense. This Vancouver Raven team, Shanny, certainly has very consistent, steady defense.
Oh, yeah, these guys have really improved from day one. They've got some strong guys, Captain Darren Rysick, Rich Catton, Grant Hamilton, and Bruce Murray. And these guys playing solid defense. They hit hard and they move the ball up the floor fast, but maybe their best defensive player is their goaltender, Dwight Maetche.
Dwight Maetche, number 2 in the National Lacrosse League. He is a silent leader on this team. Not silent the way he plays, but in the locker room. But what a great, great goaltender.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone expected him to play as well as he has. He's 41 years old. He has been hard to beat, especially in close. I've been really impressed with him.
It is going to have to continue this streak. Look at it, 9 goals against in this 7-game win streak. Wow, that is awesome defense. Makes it very tough to beat. Dwight Maetche has been indeed a force for the Vancouver Ravens. While the Rochester Knighthawks, can they score? They lead the league. The question is, can you stop John Grant or do you stop the rest of his team? The list is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this list. Look at the balance, led by John Grant with 52 goals. But you're right. You don't know what to do. You either try to stop John Grant or the Toronto Rock had success stopping everybody but John Grant. He scored 6 goals. They still beat him. But the difference is they're playing at home. But watch John Grant. He's a full package. 6'2", 225. Great outside shot. Fantastic hands. Inside. Strong, too. He can also overpower you.
Team record 105 points for John Grant, leading the Rochester Knighthawks into this one. I guess the big question as far as I'm concerned, Shanny, is this: if you're the Vancouver Ravens, what do you do? How do you win in this tough building?
Well, I'll tell you, maybe it's a good thing that they don't know the history of this building. They don't know they're not supposed to win. They're a confident team. They just have to play their game. Forget about how good Rochester is at home.
Now, the Knighthawks fans, they're loud and proud, and they're rubbed and ready to go as the Ravens get set to meet the Knighthawks coming up on National Lacrosse League playoff action. Molson Export National Lacrosse.
From coast.
Molson Export at X today.
From coast to coast, there's a new way to keep up with breaking news. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. CNN Headline News on XM Satellite Radio. With CNN Headline News plus 99 other channels of news, sports, and music, your commute will never sound the same again. Beyond AM, Beyond FM, XM satellite radio, starting as low as $300 at an electronics store near you.
What am I to your small business? I'm a Dell Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor for just $699. A serious upgrade in power without the annoying upgrade in price. But look closer. What I really am is a better way for your business to do business. Customized to fit your needs and backed by award-winning service and support on the phone or online 24/7. Allow me to grow your business. I'm a Dell Dimension desktop, powered by the Intel Pentium 4 processor for only $699. I'm much, much more than business as usual.
Get great deals on Dell Business desktops, notebooks, and servers. Right now, ask about 0% leasing for qualified business customers. And get a free CD burner on select systems.
Small business technology. Easy to buy, easy to own, easy as Dell.
We get it first. We get it right. And more often, we're the only ones who get it. You can depend on CNN to see what happens next.
Welcome back to the Blue Cross Arena, Rochester, New York. It's playoff time, and well, there's one thing about the Blue Cross Arena. It is an amazingly tough place to play for visiting teams. In fact, they have not lost here since December 30th of 2000. That is a long time ago when they lost to Philly. This year, they have beaten teams like Philadelphia, Albany, and Toronto on their home floor, and that's something magical about this place. Of course, let's check into our Yamaha Motors keys to the game. Yamaha, when winning counts.
Hi, my name is Chris Gill, and the keys to the game tonight for the Vancouver Ravens are controlling John Grant, Sean Williams, Derek, and Kurt Malowski. That's the bulk of their offense. They have a potent offense, so we got to keep them to limited chances. We also have to transition the ball really well. We figure if we can get up the floor quick enough, maybe some of their offensive players will be playing more defense than offense. Those are two big keys to the game, and that's how Vancouver's going to win.
Hi, John Grant, Rochester Knighthawks, and tonight's keys for the game are we have to get out early, get the crowd behind us, and I think maintain intensity throughout the whole game, and I think play strong D, and I think we're going to come out on top.
Scores? Okay, got it. Take a look at the leading scorers this year. The Gate brothers, what a year and what a way to say goodbye to lacrosse for Paul Gate with 114 points. Of course, tonight, John Grant from Rochester, 105 points, and Chris Gill of Vancouver, an impressive 53-goal season, something to be proud of. Our anthems are finishing up. Let's head back into the Blue Cross Arena and join our team, Brian Shanahan and Roger Millions, for some playoff lacrosse.
Roger Millions along with Brian Shanahan and Jim Lang at Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York. It's National Lacrosse League playoff action. The Vancouver Ravens and the Rochester Knighthawks. And let me tell you, it's going to be an interesting matchup tonight. No question about it. Let's take a look at our Dodge matchup of the game. Our Dodge matchup of the game is coming your way. Brought to you by Dodge. Grab life by the horns. There's a look at it. Peter Morgan, who has been so effective in his initial season, and he's looking face-to-face at Sean Williams. Sean Williams is one of the supporting cast for John Grant. But Brian Shanahan, he's been big for this Knighthawks team, too.
Absolutely right. 70 goals between these two guys. And Peter Morgan has only played 12 of the 16 games. And here you see the starting goalie, Dwight Maetche. He's had a great season, as we talked about, for Vancouver.
At tonight's starting goal is brought to you by Wendy's Late Night Pickup Window, where you can eat great, even late. And Dwight Maetche is #2 in the National Lacrosse League, a 7-game win streak. And he's such a leader for this Ravens team. And as far as the Knighthawks are concerned, there's Pat O'Toole, no slouch either. 5th in the National Lacrosse League at 12.7 goals against average. And our officials for tonight's game, Paul Ravery is our head official. Bill Fox, Joe Yastrzemski, and Brett McCauley round out our officiating crew on the field and off. Fast start. Vancouver Ravens, I think, have to get their feet wet. I think they have to get used to what's happening here in playoff fever and see how they can handle it.
A fast start, I think, is important. Actually, traditionally, both these teams get off the slow start. Both of them have their worst quarters in the first quarter. But I think it's especially important for Vancouver because this is a loud, boisterous crowd.
And this is the first home playoff game for the Knighthawks, believe it or not, since 1995. Here's a team with a very storied playoff history in the NLL, but they haven't done it at home. And we're underway, and Bruce Murray, who was hurt last week for the Ravens, fires his way right in to the Knighthawks end of the floor. Mike Law, formerly for Denver University, out there along with captain Darren Reisig. And now here's Chris Pratt, second leading scorer on the Vancouver Ravens. The Law, and there's Chris Gill. Gill, 52 goals this season. Works around the defender, trying to expose his defense if they can. Whistle goes, ball's taken away. And Marshall Abrams for the Knighthawks starts it right back. There is John Grant. It's your first chance to see John Grant across Canada or the U.S. There he is, an awesome offensive player. Malosky, that's Kurt Malosky. Over now to Derek Malosky. Malosky feeds it back off. John Grant, quick shot off the bar. And here's an opportunity for a break. Matt Duane, can he catch up to it? He does. Duane shoots it, and they save by Pat O'Toole.
Great effort by Duane, who plays defense, but he scored 18 goals this year for Vancouver. He's quick to get up the floor, big, strong guy.
So Grant belts one right off the bar, and Derek Malosky right back for the Knighthawks. Rochester almost takes the lead. Bomberry falls down. Dwight Maetche takes the ball quickly up, and Rob Williams has it. Here's an opportunity for the Ravens. Sedgwick on the 2-on-1 shoot. That goes off the bar, and perhaps the goaltender O'Toole got a piece of it as well. They go end to end in the opening 2 minutes of play here in Rochester. Game number 1 of the National Lacrosse League playoffs. Good save by Reisig, but the ball is picked up quickly by Dwayne Jacobs, a veteran member of the Knighthawks team.
Judging from what we've seen so far, I think Vancouver wants to use a transition, fast transition coming out of their end.
John Grant, dangerous, ever so dangerous with the ball. Feeds it into the middle. Opportunity in front. Bounces goes wide of Maetche, and it's picked off nicely by Rob Williams. To Reisig, and the captain of the Vancouver Ravens finds Ryan O'Connor. O'Connor can't stab the ball, and it'll be turned over to the Knighthawks. Maybe some jitters early on.
That could be, and John Grant's got 52 goals, 53 assists. He knows how to dish it off when he gets double teamed or triple teamed.
Derek Malosky starts it right back for the Knighthawks. Has a fine offensive crew to Bomberry. In front, a chance for Derek Malosky, and a save by Maetche. Solid net minding by the Vancouver goaltender, second in the National Lacrosse League. Hamilton being harassed by Malosky. That being one of the two brothers, Kurt. And again, the ball is knocked away from the Vancouver Ravens. That's twice that's happened here in the opening couple of minutes.
Absolutely. Rochester's putting on a good press, and I think you're right when you said a bit of the jitters.
Sean Williams, one of the fine scorers, a former player of the week in the National Lacrosse League. Has possession, back to Grant. Grant works in on the defense, turns around, fires it across, and Maetche is there once again to turn it right back for Vancouver.
Oh, I think somebody might have got called for too many men.
Let's take a look and see. It is the Vancouver Ravens being called, and this will set up a power play opportunity for John Grant and his teammates from Rochester on the power play this season. 9th, believe it or not.
This is really surprising that they're 9th on the power play, considering the attack that they have here.
That is a surprise. 51.3%. As far as the penalty kill is concerned, the Ravens, one of the tops in the National Lacrosse League. They are 3rd overall. 57.3% effective.
So it looks like Vancouver Ravens is going to play a diamond on defense here. They don't want to get into penalty trouble against this team.
Bomberry to John Grant. Down low. It will revolve around Grant. In close. Good quick opportunity there, and a shot by Sean Williams bounces wide, but Bomberry has possession. Bomberry with a blast off the mask of Maetche, and that knocks him down. That hit him directly on the mask, and Maetche.
And Bomberry has a rocket.
Slow to get up, and no wonder that came out of nowhere.
Corey Bomberry and his brother Cam Bomberry are one of the 2 hardest shooters in lacrosse. I played with these guys, and they can drill it.
My goodness, it just seemed to catch Maetche a bit by surprise. From the wind-up to release, it was a quick release, and Dwight Maetche took it immediately right on him, and there's the training staff out to help Dwight Maetche. Now it's a question of how he is. Can he continue to play? And if he can't, young Scott Wiley could be the man on the spot for the Vancouver Ravens here in quarter number 1, just 3.5 minutes into the opening period.
I'll tell you, like, I wouldn't want to accuse a player of shooting at a goalie's head on purpose, but it's been known to be done to shoot up around the ears, make him a little bit nervous, especially early in the game. He's definitely shooting high. He's not trying to hit him in the head, but he's definitely trying to put a bit of fear into him.
Rusty Wills out to help out. Dwight Maetche, a lot of concern to the Vancouver bench, and why not?
Judging from what it looks like, I'd say that Maetche might have a cut, possibly a loose or chipped tooth, but he won't be leaving this game right here.
One thing I have found incredibly interesting throughout the course of this National Lacrosse League season is how tough these players are. It's been in this sport for many, many years, but these guys, they say the tempo of this game is as good as any lacrosse ever, but they've shown just how resilient they can be, and here's another indication.
Absolutely.
Time now for our look at the first quarter, which is brought to you by hotjobs.ca. Log on today and take control of your destiny. And by Dodge, grab life by the horns. Well, Dwight Maetche is getting some attention and leaving the floor at this time. We'll see if he's coming off. Yes, Scott Wiley is there with the mask on. What a pressure cooker for this young man.
Absolutely. Now, last week against Calgary, they put Scott Wiley in the second half. He performed well. But I'll tell you, they're probably pretty happy right now that they did put him in for some floor time. Maybe get rid of the jitters, but I suspect that if we do see Scott Wiley go in net, we won't see him for long.
He played in 3 games this year. As he gets his equipment on, he might buy a little time. In fact, let's find out exactly how Dwight Maetche is and go downstairs to the floor in our Jim Lang. Jim?
It's like he split his lip up. He's in there in the training room getting stitched up, and Wiley's getting his equipment adjusted before he gets out there, but he's taking his time to make sure he's ready, and the Ravens are ready on the floor, and they're trying to buy as much time as they can so they get Maetche back on the floor, back upstairs.
All right, Jimmy, you know, Scott Wiley's played only 34 minutes and 54 seconds so far this season as he goes in to replace Maetche. Here's another look.
Yeah, Corey Bomberry's got a rocket of a shot. I've seen Corey and his brother Cam score from center with those shots. And it's a good thing that he wasn't hurt seriously. I know he's got a cut lip, but you know, he doesn't look like he's groggy at all, and that's a good thing for Vancouver. But
did you ever play softball? And why I ask is that looked like a rise ball in softball. You throw the ball hard enough, it will actually rise in the batter. Well, in that case, Bomberry's shot was blasted and went straight up into the mask. Wiley, there's a look at him. Goals against of 12 and 21 saves. Not much action, and he's in the pressure cooker because there's a penalty to the Ravens. It is a power play opportunity for Rochester. Ravens, however, spike the ball and take it, and Hamilton gets it quickly up the floor. Darren Rising, a very intelligent captain of the Vancouver Ravens, to Ryan O'Connor, and he's been extremely valuable for the progression of the Ravens team as well. Looks to kill some time, down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Across the floor. Ravens, Chris Gill runs the ball down. Morgan with a chance in front. Peter Morgan with a quick blast and a nice feed from Chris Gill, and a save again by O'Toole.
Great work by O'Connor there.
Chance for the Ravens to steal again, and they do. Excellent work by Ryan O'Connor. That's the second time in a matter of seconds, Shaddy, that he did a nice job of deflecting the ball back to his defenders.
And that's what you want to do when you're shorthanded. You want to try to get a shot on net near the end of the 30-second clock and hopefully get that ball back. This allows this Vancouver to kill off at least a minute of this sequence.
15 seconds left to go on the shot clock, and that will eat up quite a bit of this power play time. The Ravens have done a great job of taking the pressure away and not allowing the Knighthawks an opportunity offensively, but here they come now. Casey Zapp, born in Regina, Saskatchewan. Not many Saskatchewan players on the National Lacrosse League. Born anyway, native to it.
Yeah, we talked to Coach Paul Day before the game. He said Casey Zaff never started playing lacrosse till he was about 17 years old.
Opportunity, Bomberry scores.
Well, didn't he take something off that shot? Same guy, Corey Bomberry's got the big outside shot. He held something back on this one. Nice bounce shot.
You know, that's a pretty intelligent move. You just fire one up high on a netminder. Another guy comes in, you shoot one off the floor.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure he's thinking about that too.
Extremely intelligent, and what a year he had. First goal of the playoffs, 67 points overall in the National Lacrosse League season. So a power play marker. 1-0. The Knighthawks have the advantage, and here they are again. Sedan. Across to Hollenbeck, now to the Molaski brothers. Kurt has the ball. Derek to John Grant, back to Bomberry. Opportunity and a shot blocked by the defense. Nice job there by the Vancouver Ravens defenders just to deflect the ball away. Take it away quickly in transition. Here are the Ravens. Brunch working back. Sedgwick waits for some help. A little late change here for the Ravens. Kevin Brunch into the corner. Trying to set up an offense. Here's a chance in front. A shot and a save by O'Toole.
Oh, great save by O'Toole. He really came out to dive at that one.
Chris Pratt had a golden opportunity, but Pat O'Toole, nice job to make the save, and the Knighthawks come right back. Sean Williams. Williams, one of the team's top 5 scorers, turns away from the defender, Rob Williams. Hollenbeck with a shot and a save made by Wiley. Into the corner. Leas can't pick up the ball. Bruce Murray can't find it for the Ravens.
Let's go, it's loose. It's loose.
The ball is loose. They cannot find it. What a scrum that is, rugby-like.
Even Scott Wiley was getting his hits in there.
Well, the Ravens are down 1-0 thanks to this man, Corey Bomberry. A couple of big blasts. One finds the mark. The Knighthawks lead in Rochester.
You want to know what it takes to look like this? Devotion. Defense! I am an official devotee. You know who else is a devotee? Sports Illustrated is. You got to see what they gave me. Check this out. It's a personal CD player. This ain't no toy. This is a real CD player, and it rocks. They just gave me this sophisticated piece of electronics. You know what? They didn't even have to, because SI already has it all. New features, inside stories, amazing photos. You can't get that anywhere else. You want to get one of these babies for yourself? It's free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated. Just call the toll-free number and get 6 months of SI. That's 25 issues at a measly $1.59 an issue. I'd spend more on pretzels. And did I mention you get the personal CD player? Free! Free! Free!
Paula Zahn.
Turning to one of our major stories overnight, what will this provoke?
Jack Cafferty.
I have no guilty conscience whatsoever.
Anderson Cooper.
We received several hundred email from viewers.
Good morning.
American Morning with Paula Zahn, CNN Weekdays.
Welcome back to the Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York with Paul Lamonti, head coach of the Vancouver Ravens. And Paul, typical of playoff lacrosse, you have someone hurt early on.
Well, hurt early on. Goaltender took a shot up high, but I'm sure he'll be back shortly.
This is a very hard place to win lacrosse, and you're going to have to play smart for 60 minutes and keep your emotions in check, I would think.
Well, we have to keep our emotions in check and resist the urge to retaliate, just keep our poise. We know it's a tough building to play in, but anything happens in a one-game playoff.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck the rest of the game. That's another Molson Export bench report. Back upstairs.
All right, Jim, that was the first bit of emotion we saw on the floor just seconds ago, but they split apart, and that's right. The Ravens are down 1. They'll have to find it within themselves to see if they can continue. Jamie Bowen to Peter Morgan. Morgan tries to get a shot, does, and O'Toole is there again to make the save. Dwight Maetche, who just joined us, out of the game. He took a shot high out the mask. He's getting stitches at this point. Scott Wiley in for the Ravens, who fire the ball, and a nice save by O'Toole once again.
O'Toole went down as if he knew exactly where that shot was going.
So the Knighthawks bring it right back. Derek Molaski starts it off with Dwayne Jacobs. Dishes it off. The Molosky boys. Tim Sudan into the corner. Derek Molosky with the ball. Feeds it off. Sudan with a bounce shot. Wiley with a nice save there. High off his shoulder. Sudan surprised him with a quick bounce shot. Nice job to make the save and get things started back the other way for the Ravens. Sedgwick.
Looks like Rochester's going to be getting a penalty here.
Be a key power play opportunity for the Ravens. Peter Morgan moves away from Reggie Thorpe. Plays catch with Chris Pratt. Opportunity in front for Chris Gill. Now he grabs the ball. Delayed penalty against the Rochester Knighthawks. They lead it by 1. Chance in front for Morgan. A blast, and just getting his stick on it is Pat O'Toole. Now it's Kevin Brunch. Brunch with a blast. O'Toole with another save, and that's good enough for the whistle. And boy, what a key chance this is now, as the save was made by O'Toole for the Vancouver Ravens, Brian.
Absolutely. O'Toole's look very sharp as the shots on net are 8-7 for Vancouver. He's made some big saves.
Kurt Molosky going off into the penalty box for 2. Not high stick, cross-checking, I believe. Didn't hear the public address announcer, but regardless of that, it is a power play for the Vancouver Ravens.
Vancouver's got the 3rd best power play in the league, 57%. Rochester's 6th best penalty killing right in the middle of the pack.
Opportunity in front, and a blast just goes wide. All the way back to Peter Morgan. Good chance by Ryan O'Connor. Couldn't find the mark. There's a shot. Deflects away. Good hustle by Pratt to keep the ball in play. Power play for the Vancouver Ravens, their first opportunity here in Rochester. Trying to even this one up. Game 1 of the National Lacrosse League playoffs. O'Toole will cover up on the ball. 38 seconds elapsing on the power play. John Grant sidesteps a check. Ravens come right back. Darren Rising tries to find Chris Gill. The ball bounds the goaltender O'Toole.
Rising would like to have that ball back.
John Grant has the ball, and that's dangerous. Score!
Rochester scored 10 shorthanded goals during the season. But you know, whenever John Grant gets the ball, he's going to want to go to the net. He's going to want to use that shot. Here he just shows a hard outside shot. You're going to see the turnover. Vancouver would have been wiser to slow it down, set it up. And here you get Grant. Doesn't look too dangerous, but a shot like he has. There you go.
Beautiful placed shot just inside the post on Scott Wiley. Grant's first goal of the playoffs, a shorthanded marker again, setting a team record for points this season with 105. Ravens still have the power play. They need to get something going. Down 2. Ryan O'Connor joins the party. Peter Morgan with the ball to Chris Pratt. Now the goaltender's been pulled. They have the extra attacker out there. Goaltender Scott Wiley out. Now he goes back in. Dwight Maetche's in the game. Dwight Maetche's in. Morgan with an opportunity. So Maetche's been stitched up, back in the game. Well, let's see if that gives an emotional lift to the Vancouver Ravens. Down 2. Zapp turns it back for Rochester to Derek Molosky. Killing some time off the clock. Dwayne Jacobs and Molosky passing back and forth. There's one of the goal scorers, Bomberry. Penalty is over. Jacobs with a blast, and there's Maetche making a save just seconds back into the crease. Tough character. There's a look at him. Dwight Maetche looks like he's stoked and ready to get right back at it. Interference taking place mid-floor. Rochester Knighthawks Marshall Abrams knocking down Jamie Bowen. The officials do a little chat. But Dwight Maetche back on the scene as he walks off right now. Maetche takes a shot, gets some repairs, and there's a look at him. Trying to get his Vancouver Ravens back into it. They trail by 2. National Lacrosse League playoff action on Rogers Sportsnet.
How do they see through the stockings?
How do they see through the stockings? They're sheer.
Right.
But you're missing the point of the story. The woman's car is commandeered, stranding her miles from the nearest FedEx location.
She's toast?
No. Directly across the street, her salvation.
Directly across the street?
Technically, it was kitty corner, but stay with me. Is it a mirage?
I don't know.
Is it a miracle?
Yes.
No. is one of thousands of FedEx Express drop boxes strategically located at post office locations coast to coast.
Keeping the engines of commerce
well lubed. Precisely.
See what's happening behind the scenes. Hear from Ariel Sharon's advisor and a Palestinian cabinet minister. Plus Senators McConnell and Feingold on Late Edition with Wolf Blitzer. Noon Eastern, CNN Sunday. Sponsored in part by Merrill Lynch Wealth Management. Tonight, hopes for peace in the Middle East shattered. We'll take you to the center of the conflict as events unfold. Get the latest live from Jerusalem. At 8 Eastern, you can depend on CNN Tonight.
As America plays on, heroes make us proud and make us cheer. Get the latest sports with Larry Smith and Ray DeLesio at 12 and 42 past the hour. CNN Headline News. Real news 24/7.
Give me a really different and interesting way to tell the story. Who connects the story to the viewer's life? It's not enough to have a great story. We have to be great storytellers.
Back in Rochester, the second, too many men on the floor penalty. Jamie Bowen is off. The Ravens will be shorthanded. Let's go back now downstairs to Arjun Lang.
Well, Roger, so you want to be a goalie in the National Lacrosse League. This was the mass of Dwight Maetche. It's well dented and bloodied inside. You can see where Corey Bomberry nailed him with a beautiful rising shot, and that's why he gets stitches in his upper lip. That's another Molson Export bench report, and that hurts. Back upstairs to you.
Jimmy, you were looking for one of those before the game. Now you've got one. It's a little dented, though. Be careful with that. Power play for the Knighthawks. Special teams have been extra special so far. An opportunity in front. Maetche with another fine save. Sean Williams with a great feed. Dwight Maetche slid across. On his feet, stood his ground, make a nice save. Just killing some time. Fires it down the length of the floor. Malosky does reciprocate right back quickly. Williams with a shot. Maetche with a save. This is a big penalty kill as far as the Vancouver Ravens are concerned.
Oh, good pickup.
Rich Catton brings it right back. Catton to Darren Rising, and it's turned back the other way. All alone by himself is John Grant, but he misses the pass. Maetche out of his crease.
Don't see that too often. John Grant missed the pass. But Vancouver's got to be careful with those giveaways.
Grant Hamilton turns it back, but the whistle goes.
Hold on, I gotta go for first. Hold on.
Paul Ravery has some things to discuss over the timekeeper's box.
I think there's something wrong with the clock here.
Okay, 25 on the 30. He said he had it down. No, yeah, I know, but he had it written down to 20, okay? 25, let's go. Yep, your ball. 25.
Just the shot clock, and Paul Ravery says, hey, it's 25 on the shot clock. Let's play on, and he does. Ravens on the kill. Down by 2, Matt Duane.
No hold, no hold.
4 men on the floor for the Ravens.
No hold.
Ryan O'Connor just killing some time. Gets a pick from Chris Pratt. Loses possession of the ball. Oh, and he gets up high on the Nighthawk, and that's going to be a penalty. And now there's a little foo-for-raw as Ryan O'Connor would like to have that back.
Let's go. Zach, gonna win. Come on.
Ryan O'Connor for holding is what the call is.
No question about it. That one, the coaching staff, I'm sure, is not going to be happy about. You see, the chances of stripping the ball in the offensive zone are not that good. You definitely don't want to do this. 2 men short.
Like a little hog tie in the Calgary Stampede.
Absolutely. Those are the penalties you don't want to get, though. Penalties in the other teams. And
especially when you're already a man down. Now a 2-man advantage for the powerful Nighthawks. Bomberry fakes it, feeds it down low. Malosky across in front. The captain, Dwayne Jacobs, made no mistake.
Absolutely. 5-on-3, he had lots of room. This was like a slam dunk for Dewey Jacobs into the empty net. Now watch Bomberry there. I'm sure he's drawing some guys here with that big shot. Bang, bang.
Shanny, Dwayne Jacobs has about every record you could possibly have offensively for this Nighthawk team.
Absolutely. The all-time leading goal scorers, points, and goals, assists.
Adds another one there, a playoff marker, an important one, but they still have a power play thanks to the penalty by Ryan O'Connor. Ravens really have to get something going on their penalty kill now. Giving up 2 power play goals, albeit 1 with this 2-man advantage.
Yeah, they just got to get through this power play and get back on their game. A little 5-on-5 across.
Kevin Brunch with the ball on the kill. Less than 10 seconds. Ravens could use one real quick. Mike Law had a 4-goal game earlier this season against Montreal. Drops it back to Peter Morgan, but the shot clock runs out. However, an effective job of killing 30 valuable seconds off the clock by the Ravens. Jacobs, your last goal scorer to give it the Rochester Knighthawks a 3-0 lead. Pass across to him once more. Now to John Grant. Malosky blast, and Derek Malosky wide. Good play defensively by the Ravens to take the ball away, and then Leas is picked. His pocket is picked. The Malosky boys stop the two brothers, Kurt and Derek, and wait for their offense to join them, and John Grant.
Darren Reisig was gone. If Tyson Leas had been able to get that ball up to him, he would have had a breakaway.
Our play continues. Derek Malosky, a blast again up high off Maetche.
On the arms, Tammy.
Kurt Malosky. To John Grant, blast, Maetche the save, and he hops on the ball. Lots of pressure, 13 seconds on the power play.
We're getting another penalty here for Vancouver.
My goodness, that is a rough way to go in their own zone.
Boys, they're going to the
penalty after penalty.
They know. They're going on the bench on their own. They know what they're doing.
Our first quarter, and it's been an entertaining one. It's brought to you by hotjobs.ca. Log on today and take control of your destiny. Also by Dodge. Grab life by the horns. Another man in the box for the Vancouver Ravens. 2 men shy for 13 seconds. They must find a way to stay out of the penalty box. Some equipment repair now on Dwight Maetche's pads. He's had a little bit of everything going on. Tyson Leas, he's a fan favorite in Vancouver and pretty spectacular at times. He's the man in the penalty box for roughing.
Yeah, Tyson played many years in Victoria. That's his trademark move after scoring a goal. He's mostly playing defense for these guys now for Vancouver, but he can put it in when he gets the chance. He's an exciting player, but we'd like to be doing that here in Rochester, but he's got to get out of the box, and Vancouver's got to stay out of the box. There's 2 power play goals scored against them so far.
Get a sneaking suspicion if Tyson Leas tries that move here in Rochester, he might have 7 or 8 come over the top from inside the building on him.
Oh, I guarantee if he scores one, he'll be doing it.
They are a vocal bunch here in Rochester and really happy with an opening 3-0 lead. 2-man advantage, 5 seconds left, and a bomb buried to Grant. Quick pass across to Kurt Malosky. Chases it down. First penalty is over. 1-man advantage. Malosky shot. Dwight Maetche, fine save. There's nothing wrong with Dwight Maetche in this first quarter except for the fact he got blasted with that high shot. Rich Catton dishes it off to Ryan O'Connor. Back on the floor, O'Connor in the dying seconds of this first quarter, desperately trying to get some offense going for the Vancouver Ravens, trailing the Rochester Knighthawks by a 3-0 count. Peter Morgan across to O'Connor. O'Connor has the ball knocked away, and then it's loose. And Derek Malosky picks it back up. Half a minute to go, opening quarter. Our play continues for the Rochester Knighthawks. John Grant, the general, feeds it down low. Loose ball.
Crease,
good job by Dwight Maetche, the goaltender, to hop out and grab the ball and start it back for the Ravens. Hamilton to Chris Gill. Just 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
You're gone.
Ravens like to get the break. There's going to be a penalty against Rochester. A slashing call, I believe. The time is going to run out in the clock, and that'll end the first quarter of play with the Knighthawks leading by a count of 3-0. They've had some good distribution of goals, including Dwayne Jacobs, one of the all-time leaders in Nighthawk franchise history. This one made it 3-0. That's where we stand after the first quarter.
While you're watching them, ever wanted to know what she's looking at? And what's happening back here? And where does this map come from? Well, quit wondering and come visit the world's news leader, CNN. We'll take you beyond the headlines and behind the scenes to show you what it takes to bring the world to your television every single day. You've never seen anything quite like this before. And when you're done, stop by the Turner store for a souvenir or a special video starring you. So what are you waiting for? Step inside the CNN Studio Tour, where you're in the news.
Wednesday night, the NBA is on TNT. The Lakers have it. The Nets want it. See a clash of superstars when Shaq and the defending champs tangle with Kidd and the upstart Nets. Lakers Nets at 8. The drama of the NBA is on TNT.
Life is full of difficult questions. Is my portfolio diversified? What should I know about the global economy? Will I be able to afford my children's education? Then there are the really important questions that require expert advice. Questions whose answers will have an immediate impact. Questions like, should I get steel or graphite shafts?
Situation.
The speed, the skill, the power of Jet Li.
Don't do that again.
Jet Li, Bridget Fonda. Kiss of the Dragon.
Now playing on Blockbuster Ticket, only on DirecTV.
Want to get the most from your DirecTV experience? Now, you can pay your monthly bill. Change your programming package. Order pay-per-view movies and events at DirecTV.com. Enjoy an exciting array of features that will enhance your DirecTV experience. DirecTV.com. More choice, better service. Ultimate customer care.
Is on TNT.
First quarter.
You're gone.
And there's a look at the infraction right there. Paul Ravery says the Knighthawks have a penalty. There's the man, Pat Kugovin. In the box, they'll play a man short. The Ravens and Knighthawks. Grant, Jacobs, and Bomberry have the goals in a 3-0 lead. Molson Export National Lacrosse here on Rogers Sportsnet. Roger Williams along with Brian Shanahan and Jim Lang. Playoff action in the NLL.
Vancouver's had some penalty trouble the first quarter. They need to get a goal. 4-4 for about 30 seconds. Then it's going to be a power play.
Bruce Murray has the ball knocked away. Darren Reisig, good job to pick it up. It goes over and back, and that's a whistle, and that means possession goes to the Rochester Knighthawks.
Looking a little bit rattled, Vancouver here. Got to settle down.
First time playoffs for this Vancouver Raven expansion franchise in the National Lacrosse League. And a tremendous run, 7 straight wins. They're down by 3 in this playoff game. Grant with a blast. Oh, what a save by Dwight Maetche. Brilliant kick save. Grant ever so dominant with a good quick low shot. That time it was Maetche with his foot. Grant has the ball knocked away from him. Ravens break back. Tyson Leas. Leas walks in, a blast, and O'Toole with the save. There's Matt Duane in front to Chris Pratt, a blast high. Knighthawks in transition. They're down a man. Power play belongs to the Vancouver Ravens. They could use a goal desperately.
Well, all 3 Rochester goals have been specialty teams. 2 power play, 1 shorthanded one. Vancouver's going to want to get that power play back.
Shorthanded the Knighthawks are. Sean Williams, ever looking for offense, has been quiet so far tonight.
On the arms.
With a backhand shot, and it stays out.
I think that went out the pipe.
Brilliant backhand opportunity by Williams.
I'll tell you, with this Rochester lineup, their shorthanded team is dangerous. These guys can all score. And you know, they like to score. They're not going to be content with just killing off time.
Not shy about shooting. Not in the slightest. Power play continues for the Ravens. Still unable to beat Pat O'Toole in goal for the Knighthawks. Chris Pratt to Ryan O'Connor.
Oh, no.
Pratt has to turn it back. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Peter Morgan with a blast. Chris Gill with the loose ball. To Jamie Bowen from the side. Back across to Gill, misses him. Peter Morgan gets it. Penalty is over. Even strength. It seems as though the Knighthawks have done a brilliant job of bottling up the Ravens. They just can't find the open man offensively. Chris Pratt with a shot. O'Toole with the save. Loose ball. They wave it off. Chris Gill got in there, but perhaps just had a foot in the crease.
You hit the goalie with your stick.
No, you heard Paul Ravery there. The referee said you hit the goalie with your stick.
Let's go.
You can dive in if that ball is loose.
Wayne Jacobs turns it right back for the Knighthawks to Derek Molosky. Kurt Bomberry back on the floor, joins him. He has possession. Bomberry to Jacobs. Ball's loose. Bomberry grabs it once again. Bomberry feeds it across Dwight Maetche. Stab to knock it down. Turns it back for the Ravens, and here's a chance to Sedgwick. Has to wait for some help. Tyson Laius goes off the floor. Mike Law has the ball.
Sedgwick just had to stop for a second to catch that pass. Otherwise, he was gone.
Jamie Bowen finds an open man. Opportunity there. A shot by Gill.
That was a fantastic save by O'Toole. Chris Gill had that top corner pegged. I don't know how he got a piece of that.
Reggie Thorpe is bumped at midfloor. Thorpe almost loses possession, but there is Sean Williams to gobble it up. Hollenbach feeds it through the crease area. Nighthawks still have the ball. Sean Williams turns away, trying to build upon that 3-goal lead. Williams gets blasted around. A chance. Great backhand shot by Grant. Nice save by Maetche again. He's been very active in his goal.
Heads up.
In fact, he leads all goaltenders with 19 assists.
And they're actually going to go to the power play again. Vancouver starting to get the breaks as far as the power play.
Looking to get one on the board. They have the goaltender pulled, the extra attacker, a delayed penalty situation against Rochester. Jamie Bowen to Chris Pratt. Fires, scores. Huge goal by Chris Pratt.
Absolutely a huge goal. They've had many better scoring chances than that one. But that was a great shot by Pratt. You're going to see it on the replay. Just in the top corner. And watch Pat O'Toole come out for the shot. Boy, there wasn't a lot of room to shoot at. That's a great shot.
Had 24 of them in the regular season. I doubt if any were that big for this Vancouver Raven team as Chris Pratt got them going offensively.
Well, he's scored many big goals in his career. Chris Pratt has, but at this time of the game, that's a big one.
That was a delayed penalty situation. The Nighthawks were going to be called. And immediately the possession is turned back to the Ravens. See if they can build some offensive thrust, get a run going.
Well, they haven't played too bad, really. It's just these specialty team situations. 5-on-5, they played well. Loose balls are even, 25 each. Shots aren't too bad, 19-16 for Rochester.
Chance by Mike Law, nice save by O'Toole. Tried to make the margin one. Broke right through off a nice pick and roll. Here's Jamie Bowen with a shot. Sails wide. Another penalty coming up here.
You're in the box for a cross-check.
Who's getting this?
Cross-checking Casey Zapp.
Casey Zapp.
Let's go.
So the floor is tilted as far as penalties go. Vancouver took them all in the first quarter. Rochester's getting theirs now.
Casey Zapp has some words for Paul Ravery, but doesn't matter.
Come on.
Look in the middle of your screen here. Casey Zapp. Yeah, that looks like a bit of a high stick. And we know they don't call high sticking in this league. They call that cross-checking or roughing. The reason being is a high stick is an automatic 5-minute penalty. Referees don't like to call it for innocent plays.
See if the momentum continues for the Vancouver Ravens. They have won this quarter. They're first of the game. Chris Pratt to Ryan O'Connor. Pratt has the goal in front. Opportunity by Gill. Scores! Great passing, and Chris Gill finished.
Absolutely. How many times have we seen Chris Gill do this? Chris Gill, his game is not when he has the ball. It's the work he does when he doesn't have the ball. Watch him get open right in your living room. Chris Gill's going to come at you. Fake, fake. Top corner.
It's a whole new ball game.
There you see again. Nice shot. Gill's so good at getting open and getting rid of that ball quickly.
Whole new ball game. The Vancouver Ravens have done a nice job getting back into this one. They trail it by 1. It's now 3-2. They have the only goals of the second quarter. Power play marker by Chris Gill, second leading scorer, National Lacrosse League. Dwayne Jacobs with a blast, sails wide. Dwight Maetche's looked very confident in goal for Vancouver despite getting shot That ball hit him right in the face mask early on, but he's bounced right back and played exceedingly well. Matt Duane rolls right back for the Ravens. To Chris Gill. He's the last man to put the ball by Pat O'Toole.
On the arms, no hack, no hack.
Ravens picked up their offensive game as the year went on, part of their 7-game winning streak. Trying to put some more offense now. Jamie Bowen walks in, scores! Jamie Bowen, a brilliant effort. We're tied at 3.
Oh, what a momentum swing this is.
Jamie Bowen with an excellent effort, getting that quick pass, walked right in, a couple of fakes, Brian, and he shoveled it in.
That's a nice pass by Morgan over to Bowen, and he's another guy. Great touch around the net, doesn't miss too much. Scored 20 goals this season, more or less a power play specialist, but when he gets in on the goalie, he's not going to miss too often.
Pretty gutsy performance by the Vancouver Ravens in their first playoff game and their first year in the National Lacrosse League. Trailing 3-0, have even to score at 3 here in Rochester.
What's the hack?
The Blue Cross Arena is a little bit quiet for the first time.
You got her, you got her, you got her, Tim.
Ravens again with the ball. Looking for their first lead. O'Connor with a shot. Save made by O'Toole. Knighthawks turn it back. Reggie Thorpe has John Grant. Grant fakes, shoots. Brilliant save by Dwight Maetche. Robbing John Grant. Right back. The Ravens with an opportunity. Shot sails wide. Tyson Leyes.
Great defense by Hazen.
Grabs the ball. We've seen a little bit of everything, Shanny, in this. Some defense, outstanding goaltending, and 6 goals. Knotted in 3 in Rochester. Playoff action. Molson Export National Lacrosse. Mike Law with a blast. Good move around the defender. Chance in front. They say it's in the crease, and that will not be a goal. It stays tied at 3 as they were in tight.
Oh, I'll tell you, the action has really picked up going both ways.
Knighthawks turn it back. They've been victimized 3 consecutive times. Darcy Sweet looks away from the defender. Sweet still has the ball. Moves in for a blast, and again, Maetche got enough of the ball to keep it out of the net.
You're right, just enough. That squeezed through, but he just deflected it wide.
Ravens have had a fine second quarter. Looking for more. Now that they've got 3 by Pat O'Toole. See if they can add and get their first lead of this playoff encounter. It's Chris Pratt, worked over by the defender. Shot goes wide. Pratt knocks it down. Oh, he gets blasted up high. Casey Zapp and Chris Pratt go at each other and fall to the floor. But the Vancouver Ravens have had a brilliant second quarter. Chris Pratt's been big. Jamie Bowen. And so have everyone on the Vancouver Ravens team. Chris Gill as well. They've tied it in 3.
You know, just thinking about a summer of water skiing puts a smile on our faces. And West Marine is America's favorite boating supply source. A unique interchangeable hub makes it easy to match Michigan Wheel's new Vortex props to your needs and smooth out your steering with complete systems by Teleflex. West Marine, we make boating more fun.
Mother always cries at the wedding.
Especially when it puts $10,000 on the credit cards.
How are we paying for this?
Check the freezer.
What if getting money from your home equity was this painless? Well, thanks to Ditech.com, it may be. Just call 1-800-71-FIXED or apply online now to refinance at a low rate to cash out some equity. We'll arrange an appraiser, notary, and even deliver to your door. Ditech.com, your mortgage solution delivered.
3 in the first quarter by the Knighthawks, 3 by the Ravens in quarter number 2. We're knotted up at 3. Molson Export National Lacrosse League action. The second quarter is brought to you by HotJobs.ca. And Dodge, grab life by the horns. Let's go down to Jim Lang.
Well, with Roger Millings, thank you very much. With Dwight Maetche, the Warrior, you got stitched up, you're back in there, you're keeping your game in it.
We're back to what we wanted to do, play solid D, yeah.
Okay, good luck the rest of the way and keep going. That's another Molson Export bench report. Let's head it back upstairs.
All right, Jimmy. Dwight Maetche gets in between the pipes. He's a gamer.
He's a very calm, quiet guy. Talk to him.
This lip looks like
doesn't sound too excitable. And that's why he's such a leader on this team. He's got great composure. Makes a big saves, as we saw on John Grant on that breakaway just minutes ago.
Well, the very fact he gets belted in the face mask like he did and comes back into the game and really closes the door since he comes back. Sudan. To Derek Molaski. They're playing even strength for the first time in a while. Here's Sudan with a chance. Sudan walks right in and throws one wide.
Saw Tim Sudan change hands a couple times on that play.
Bomberry with a shot, deflects away. Now Molaski, and buzzer goes. The shot clock elapses. The ball quickly up to the Ravens. Can they catch up to it? Good defensive work by Mike Hazen to knock the ball away. That allows Reggie Thorpe to turn it back. Leaves it for John Grant. Grant and Sean Williams trying to generate some offense. Knighthawks still unable to get one by Dwight Maetche in the second quarter. Here's a chance for Grant with a backhand shot. A nifty little job and a nice save by Maetche. Sweet to Grant. Grant with a chance again. Gets lots of attention from the defenders. Dishes it off. There's a chance. And Abrams does a shot that seemed to sail off the end of his stick and go right to the Vancouver Ravens. But there's going to be a penalty on the play. It looks like Rob Williams of the Vancouver Ravens is going to go off for roughing for nailing John Grant from behind. So a power play goes to the Knighthawks.
Watch this one-handed move. John Grant on the stick. Protects the ball, and I think Rob Williams comes in right there.
Giving some little extra attention to John Grant, but not so much as far as the Vancouver Ravens are concerned. That's a penalty, and as a result, power play. In fact, they've been deadly. 2 power play goals so far in this one, the Knighthawks. One with a 2-man advantage. His shot sails just wide. Maetche knocks the ball down.
Boy, that shot almost looked like it went through the net.
Tyson Lays right back for the Ravens. On the penalty kill, they're looking for a big penalty kill here. They certainly need one.
No hole, no hole.
Big second quarter has tied it up for the Ravens. But now down a man, looking just to play some caution. If they can get an opportunity, they'll take it. And more or less kill some time if they can. Blast goes wide. Peter Morgan is challenged there by Pat Coogan. Now coming in is Chris Pratt. Pratt and Zapper belted together. There's a shot clock violation. Ball's turned over to the Knighthawks.
Okay, right there. Let's go. Let's go.
Down to 1:11 to go on their power play. Classic playoff type atmosphere in here now. It's pretty quiet compared to the raucous beginning we had in Rochester.
Oh, absolutely. I think the crowd is a little more tense now. I don't think they've taken the crowd out of the game, but they're not as confident as they were a while ago.
Shot by Bomberry.
Second power play goal by Bomberry in the game, and you have to wonder, that big shot that he took early on off the mask of Maetche, if that set up any of these goals. Here he bounces it low again.
Goes 5-hole that time, and perhaps you're right. If I was Dwight Maetche, I might be looking upstairs. Second goal of the game.
Well, you have to at least be thinking about it.
Bomberry gives the Knighthawks the lead, 4-3. Mike Law turns it right back for Vancouver. Mike Law walks right in. Law with a shot. Nice save by Pat O'Toole.
Great speed by Law there.
Out of Denver University, from Denver. Lots to talk about Denver joining the National Lacrosse League next year.
Absolutely.
Turning it back, the Knighthawks. Andrew Turner. Marshall Abrams. Changes being made on the floor for the Knighthawks and Sean Williams. Momentum has switched back and forth in this game. Now we'll see if the Knighthawks can build up more than just 1-goal lead. They've had the last one. Making it 4-3. John Grant moves around the defender. Rob Williams tries to give him some attention to Jacobs. Dwayne Jacobs shot, and Maetche with a nice foot save. Just got a toe on it. Bruce Murray bounces with his man. Ball goes into the Knighthawks players box. And it'll be possession for the Vancouver Ravens.
Red ball, man.
Hasn't been much ebb and flow, but I guess would this be your classic playoff style of game, Brian? Not a lot of ebb and flow, just tactically trying to get an advantage?
I think so far it's just been the big shooters on Rochester. They've been getting the power plays. 3 power play goals. Short-handed goal.
Chris Pratt turns away. Ravens trying to knot it up again. Jamie Bowen with a blast. Half O'Toole with the save. O'Toole's been no slouch either. Long feed for Derek Malofsky.
I think they're called on too many men this time.
There'll be a penalty call. It will be too many men against the Rochester Knighthawks. Kurt Bomberry, well, he has 2. The Knighthawks have a 4-3 lead. Olsen Export National Lacrosse from Rochester.
2 minutes.
A lot of people think it's foolish to be out there, all dressed up like this. Everybody out on the field, they get paid to play. We're paying to be there because we care. You know who else cares? Sports Illustrated cares. You know how I know? Check out what they gave me. They call it the SI USA Fleece Pack. Fleece pullover, fleece stadium blanket. So soft, so good, so warm. If you think this doesn't attract the ladies, you're wrong. SI just gave me all this stuff. They didn't have to. Because SI already has it all. New features, inside stories, amazing photos. Don't wait. Call the number and get 6 months of SI. That's 25 issues for a measly $1.59 an issue. You spend more on pretzels. Did I mention you get the SI USA Fleece Pack for free? Touch it, go ahead. Feel how soft it is. Free!
Weekdays, go inside politics with Judy Woodruff. It's the big story, the inside buzz, and unique perspectives from Washington and around our nation. Inside Politics with Judy Woodruff, 4 Eastern, CNN weekdays.
Vancouver Ravens will go to the power play. Too many men on the floor. Kurt Malofsky will sit in the penalty box for the Rochester Knighthawks. The second quarter is brought to you by Wendy's Late Night Pickup Window, where you can eat great even late. And by Speedy's Auto Service. At Speedy, you're a somebody. Look at Paul Day, the head coach of the Rochester Knighthawks. In for a battle. Knew it before the game as well, Shanny, when you were talking to him.
Absolutely, and this is a team that's been in the playoffs every year since day 1.
Vancouver, man advantage.
Watch the hole,
trailing by 1, have had 3 this second quarter. In fact, they've outscored the Knighthawks 3-1. Peter Morgan tries to move in. No hole. Here's a chance. They shoot. Scores. Chris Gill down low. Again, a brilliant fake, and he goes upstairs.
Absolutely. Chris Gill gets the ball in this close. He's not going to miss too often, but this is a nice play by Peter Morgan to draw the players with 2 guys on him, flips it over. Gill does what he did 53 times this season.
They've had some success in their precision shots upstairs. Chris Gill having a sparkling playoff game with 2. Mike Laws knocked down, gets right back up off the floor, hammered to the floor again by Darcy Sweet. Knighthawks take over a 4-4 game. Playoff action, the Olsen Export National Lacrosse on Rogers Sportsnet. In a building where the Knighthawks have been unbeatable 14 consecutive times, but tonight they have their hands full with the Vancouver Ravens.
I think both teams at this point are going to know they're going to have to stay out of the penalty box. 5 power play goals scored so far out of the 8.
Sean Williams with a shot. There's Maetche with another fine save. Turns it right back. Ravens will look for their 5th of the quarter. Ryan O'Connor took a costly penalty earlier, but he's bounced back with some solid play in quarter number 2. Chris Gill loses possession of the ball. Knocked away. Knighthawks will pick it back up again. Turner.
Let's go, let's go.
To Reggie Thorpe. And Reggie Thorpe crosses mid-floor. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Thorpe has an alleyway, walks in, shoots, and just misses it wide of the post. Maetche turns it right back. I think both teams, Brian, will have to be a lot more cautious on the penalties. It's been deadly for both sides.
And you know what? That's tough when you know you have to play a team like Rochester aggressively with guys like John Grant.
Wayne Jacobs knocks Grant Hamilton down. He's whistled.
No, elbow, Pat. Good call. Hey, Pat.
Possession turns right over to the Vancouver Ravens. Kevin Brunch.
Relax.
to Peter Morgan. Morgan looking for his first. Jamie Bowen has one and just about gets one there. It goes off the shoulder of Pat O'Toole. And then Bowen levels Jeremy Hollenbach.
That's it, yep.
Ball's turned over to the Knighthawks.
There's a lot of nastiness out there.
Quietest crowd this has been tonight in Rochester. Beat across by Williams. Grant knocks it down. It's to Darcy Sweet. Sweet out of the corner. Turns it back to Sean Williams. Chance in front by Sweet and Maetche with the save. Kurt Molaski to Grant. Rich Catton hacks and whacks at him, but John Grant turns it away. Tries to find Derek Molaski. This is him. Darcy Sweet has the ball. Still 16 seconds on the shot clock. As Sweet works it in. Derek Molaski a blast. Maetche the save. Rich Catton. A tough defender, a gritty defender for the Vancouver Ravens. Turns it right back to Ryan O'Connor. Coming up to a minute remaining in the half. Ravens have fought back with 4 goals in the second quarter, looking for their 5th and their first lead of this game. They have not had a lead as of yet. This was tied at 4. Peter Morgan works away, looks for an opportunity to fire the ball. Passes across and it's taken by Sweet. Make that Reggie Thorpe with the steal. Thorpe to Dwayne Jacobs. And the Knighthawks with possession will set it up offensively. Kurt Bomberry has 2 tonight across to Jacobs. Now it's Sean Williams. Very methodical. The Rochester Knighthawks in the dying seconds of the first half have only had 1 goal in quarter number 2. A blast goes wide of Maetche, but he puts the big stick out there with the net and makes it and holds it. And we've got, I believe, a timeout at this time. Indeed, a timeout with the game tied up at 4 and 18 seconds to go in the half.
This is Talk Back Live. I'm Marthel Neville. It's all about what's on your mind. The news of the day, issues that concern you, controversy, information, a little attitude right here on Talk Back Live.
Weekdays, go inside politics with Judy Woodruff. It's the big stories, the inside buzz, and unique perspectives from Washington and around our nation. Inside Politics with Judy Woodruff, 4 Eastern, CNN weekdays.
When it comes to an outstanding franchise in the NLL, Rochester's a pretty good place to be, Shanny.
Absolutely. Just look at this here. And Canadian fans will remember that great game where the Toronto Rock beat them with a second ago with Caleb Toad scoring the winning goal. What they might forget is the performance that John Grant put on that game. I can remember him tying up the game with the goalie pulled, 3 guys on him down on his knees, shooting over the shoulder. And you know what? I think they're stronger now than they've ever been.
Just 18 seconds remaining in the first half. The goaltender is pulled. There's an extra attacker for the Vancouver Ravens. Dwight Maetche on the bench for the remainder of the opening half. It's Chris Pratt with the ball. Less than 10 to go. Ryan O'Connor to Pratt. Misses Peter Morgan. The ball's knocked loose. Taken over, but the buzzer will go to end the first half of play. Here in Rochester, New York, the Knighthawks on home floor, having a tough time of it with the Vancouver Ravens. Our second quarter, and as exciting one it was brought to you by Wendy's Late Night Pickup Window, where you can eat great even late. And by Speedy Auto Service. At Speedy, you're a somebody. Let's go down to the floor and Jim Lang.
Roger Millions with Coach Paul Day from the Rochester Knighthawks, and we talked with us earlier in the week. You knew, even though you had a home floor advantage, Vancouver is going to give you all you got, and it proved no different in the first half.
Well, definitely. I mean, they're a veteran lacrosse team. It's not like it's an expansion team out of New York where they've never played indoor before. These guys have played their whole lives.
But at the same time, you have a lot of stars in this team, a lot of guys that can step up and make plays. What do you have to get them to do in the second half to make sure they have the room to make the play?
Well, I think we've got to push the transition a little bit on them. You know, we're doing a good job of breaking down their breakout, stopping the flow, but we've got to get going on ours. We've got to get the ball up the middle of the floor and get some transition goals.
And does that previous playoff experience with this franchise help you a lot in the second half?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we haven't been home much in the playoffs before, but it's sure nice to be in this building tonight.
All day, Coach of the Knighthawks. Good luck in the second half.
Very much.
Coming up with more of the Mountain Dew Halftime Report right after this with a special report. Chris Gill, stay tuned right after these messages.
It all started when I encountered the Witchblade. Exactly what it is and why I was chosen to wield it are still a mystery to me. And with a little luck, I will learn why I was chosen to wield this thing called the Witchblade.
New York City's toughest cop is back. Every Monday night at 9, relive TNT's hit original series leading up to the premiere of an all-new season in June. Mondays at 9, only on TNT. We know drama.
All right, attention swimmers. Or swimmer. Got some announcements to make here. Sundays at 10, it's all kids out of the pool for Adult Swim.
You can't just decide to go swimming whenever you want.
That's when there'll be count 'em new shows. New shows. Home movies.
Who went wee-wee in my canteen?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Look at my freaking car.
The Bragg Show.
You fell. Your father and Race were...
Harvey Bergman, Attorney at Law. D-Lab 2021.
You broke the monitor, and you're dead. Happy?
Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop. And Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
This is Willie Nelson.
No kids under 17, though. So that's new, too. Sundays at 10 on Adult Swim. On Cartoon Network.
Closed captioning for selected programs provided by the Icy Hot Patch. Hours of relief.
Introducing the Icy Hot Patch. Concentrated pain relief goes on Icy to dull the pain, gets hot to relax it away for hours of relief.
It's still working.
Your life, your job, and your leisure time are all impacted by technology. Now, Tech TV devotes an entire week to living life better. Learn how to live longer, love better, and enjoy a healthier, happier lifestyle. You can do it. Tech TV will show you how. Tech TV's Better Living Through Technology Week. Starting Monday on DirecTV Channel 354.
This is Bob. Bob is doing well. Very well indeed. That's because not long ago, Bob realized that he needed something better in his life. And what did he get? Why, a big boost of confidence, a little more self-esteem, and a very happy missus at home. If you're interested in learning more about Enzyte, call for more information at 1-877-4-ENZYME or visit us online.
A store near you.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the opening round playoff action between Vancouver and Rochester. Time now for a CNN Sports Update. I'm Steve Overmeyer.
And I'm Jeff Fischel. Of course, the National Lacrosse League, not the only playoffs going on.
No, there's some other games that are they're very important right about now.
There are. The Final Four in Atlanta, and of course, the first game, a great one between Indiana and Oklahoma.
I'm telling you, this day on March 30th, a very special day for the Indiana Hoosiers program. On this day in 1940, they won the championship. On this day in 1981, they won the championship again. And in 87, same day, same result. 3 championships won on this particular day. That couldn't bode well for Oklahoma, could it? Not a chance. Indiana beating Oklahoma, and they are headed to their first national championship game since 1987. The Hoosiers did it with a stifling defense on the perimeter, limiting the Sooners to just 2 of 18 from three-point land. Hollis Price in lockdown, only 6 points for the Sooners. The Hoosiers hero, Atlanta's own Jeffrey Newton with 19 points and 4 blocks. By the way, Indiana in championship games, well, they've never lost.
I feel like we kept it close, And once we got down the stretch and McGee went out, boy, he's a heck of a player. Once he fouled out, we knew that they only had 2 scores in number 2 and number 10. And the only other thing that we had to do was keep them off the offensive glass. It's a team effort. These guys deserve all the credit. Sometimes I just sit over there and don't say a word, and they go out and they play their butts off, and they fight, and they go for loose balls. In basketball, coaches get too much credit.
In the other semifinal, the parallels go on and on. They're both number 1 seeds. Each coach Williams, Roy, Gary, looking for a first national title. Each team is led by an All-American and Conference Player of the Year. Kansas has forward Drew Gooden, and Maryland guard Juan Dixon. This one has not yet gotten underway, but it should be a great battle. Two of the top 5 scoring teams in the country. For Maryland, this is a return trip to the Final Four. Last year, the Terrapins had a 22-point lead on Duke, but ended up losing. The Terps looking for redemption. Of course, no one knows more about looking for redemption than Roy Williams, who's had his chances. This is his 3rd Final Four at Kansas. We'll have more CNN Sports Illustrated halftime update coming up.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good, oh, with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
To support our work in your community, contact us today.
In the middle of the night, when uncertainty overcomes you and torment robs you of rest, there is some place you can turn, where there are other people just like you, and know that you are not alone when you ask, do I have a problem if I lay up on a short par 5?
They generate billions in revenues. Among thousands of companies, they are the elite. They are the Fortune 500. Who are these industry leaders who have reached the pinnacle of American business? Find out in a special CNN series sponsored by Kinko's. And pick up this issue of Fortune magazine at newsstands next week. The Fortune 500, a special series starting Monday on CNN. Brought to you by the Kinko's Network. On-site, off-site, and everything in between. Tap into the network.
Women's final at Key Biscayne. Serena Williams taking on Jennifer Capriati. First set. They both bang at the baseline. Capriati tries the drop shot. In comes Serena. Capriati had been serving for the set, but Venus cheering on her sister as Williams takes the first set 7-5. Second set, Capriati again serving for the set. At set point, oh, can't quite put it away. Great court coverage by Williams, and she saves the set point. And look at Williams jump on the soft second serve. But Capriati stays in the game, and this is set point number 6. Capriati double faults thanks to a guy in the crowd yelling out Serena. Oh, the yak doesn't help. Now set point number 7. Capriati with another chance. Serena coming through. Second set ends up going to a tie break after Serena saves 7 set points. And the smash, Serena does it 7-5, 7-6, both sets. Capriati was serving for the set. Serena beats the top 3 seeds to get the championship. Jennifer Capriati, her sister Venus, not Capriati's sister, you know what I meant, Serena's sister Venus, and number 3 seed Martina Hingis. Today, Serena wins despite 59 unforced errors. She admitted it was way too high a total and she was sloppy. Though the two players have split their 8 meetings, Serena's won the last 3.
All right, the LPGA's first major. There's no snow in golf. Monica Sorenstam, second shot on the par 5 11th. Playing this like a par 4. She'd reached the green, and look at this roll. Release. Gets up to pin high. She would actually miss the 10-foot eagle putt. She had trouble with her putter all day, but still, and she's tied for the lead at 4 under for the tournament. How about Kari Webb? A good day for her. Third shot on the par 5 second. And this is how you stick it. Within 8 feet of the cup, the youngest woman ever to win a career Grand Slam wants to add to it by winning this one and looking good with that 15-footer there in the hole. Moves to 1 under on the day through 4. Shot of the day, though, Becky Iverson. You think this is a long putt? What is this, like a 5-breaker? Look at the speed on this. Hit a house. If it didn't hit the back of the cup, that was going to be rolling forever. 3 under for the tournament, though. Webb, this putt on 18, take a tie for the lead, and she nails it moves to 4 under for the tournament, finished the day with a 67, the tournament's best round. We have a three-way tie atop the lead. Three of the biggest names atop the leaderboard heading into the final round coming up tomorrow.
All right, we've got to take you back out to the National Cross League. For Steve Overmeyer, I'm Jeff Fischel. Stay with us.
See what's happening behind the scenes. Hear from Ariel Sharon's advisor and a Palestinian cabinet minister. Plus Senators McConnell and Feingold on Late Edition with Wolf Blitzer. Noon Eastern, CNN Sunday. Sponsored in part by Merrill Lynch Wealth Management.
We get it first. We get it right. Smart. And more often, we're the only ones who get it. Every day, every night, everywhere, you can depend on CNN to see what happens next.
This ordinary-looking bed is the key to a restful night's sleep. Even though it may look like an ordinary mattress, it's more comfortable than you can ever imagine. Introducing the Nautilus Sleep System. Nautilus uses variable support chambers designed to let you control the comfort on your side of the bed. Individual remote controls allow you to increase or decrease the firmness on your side of the bed, so you can have that feather-soft feel and your spouse can get the extra firm support he or she has always wanted. Features like a wool blend pillow top for winter, a silk blend pillow top for summer, and our unique comfort layer make Nautilus the choice for a great night's sleep. It's time you feel the instant comfort of Nautilus with no money down and payments as low as $30 a month. Try Nautilus in your home. We guarantee the best sleep you've had in years. If you're not completely satisfied within 12 weeks, return it for a full refund of the purchase price. Call now for your free video and brochure and discover instant comfort with the Nautilus Sleep System.
On TNT.
Pass by Morgan. Chris Gill scores again.
John Grant has one tonight. Leading scorer for the Rochester Knighthawks, a team record for 105 points this past season. Tries to get some more offense going for his squad as the second half of play is underway. Molson Export National Lacrosse from Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York, where the Knighthawks have been unbeaten in 14 consecutive games, but they're in for a battle right here and have been for the first half as we're tied at 4.
John Grant's got 1 goal and 1 assist, but he's also drawn a few penalties. Doesn't necessarily show up on the game sheet, but they're playing awfully rough on him, and they're going to penalty box a few times because of it.
Here's a good quick shot. Maetche was there to make a spread eagle fashion save to hold it out. Ravens get their first possession of the half. Ryan O'Connor dishes it off. Now it's Jamie Bowen. O'Connor out of the corner. Lots of jostling in the middle. There has been some big-time congestion. Pass by Morgan, misses his man. O'Connor after it. O'Connor loses the ball, and it's taken over by the Knighthawks as the buzzer goes on the shot clock. Derek Malosky turns it right back for the Knighthawks. One of 2 Malosky boys, brother Kurt and Derek. On this occasion, Tim Sudan with a shot right on.
That was a great save. Sudan twice has been able to walk in, going one-on-one.
Tim Sudan walked right in. Good save by Dwight Maetche, and he has possession of the ball. And very methodically, again, the Ravens turn back. We can tell you the other wild card playoff game in the National Lacrosse League is underway tonight. Last report, the Philadelphia Wings led the Washington Power by a score of 4-3. The winner of that game meet the Toronto Rock. A shot by Gill right off the bar, and that stays out. Chris Gill almost got his hat-trick marker with a brilliant shot that just hit the crossbar.
Oh, nifty little move there.
Reggie Thorpe turns it back after the nice move. He is harassed by Ryan O'Connor, but John Grant will take the ball. Good move by Thorpe. John Grant walks in, shot on Maetche, nice save. Big rebound picked up there by Maetche. Rich Catton turns it back. In quickly to Jamie Bowen. Knighthawks have outshot the Ravens 29-25 so far in the contest, but where it really matters is the scoreboard, and we're all even at 4. The Ravens outscoring the Knighthawks 4-1 in the second quarter after a 3-0 Rochester lead after the opening 15.
And they also have to be encouraged by the fact that Rochester has not scored a goal 5-on-5, and here the guy you talked about before, Mike Law.
Mike Law from Denver University. A couple of brilliant moves. He went inside, then out, and a good quick shot. I think he surprised Pat O'Toole as he blasted in the net.
Well, it didn't look like a dangerous play at all. He's on his wrong side, falling down, scored on the short side of the net. He's been a good find for Vancouver. Scored 8 goals in the regular season. Gets a big one there.
And that is the first lead of the game for the Vancouver Ravens. They have fought all the way back and now have a 5-4 advantage on Rochester right here at Blue Cross Arena, a place that is just not used to seeing their team fall behind.
I'd definitely say the crowd went quiet on that goal.
Now we'll have to watch how the home side reacts to being down. Being outscored 5-1 in the last 6. Chris Gill with a shot.
Chris Gill's been awesome. He got an assist on that goal. Chris Gill's got 4 points out of the 5 goals. He's had a few good scoring chances that just missed.
Doing exactly what you would think the second leading scorer in the National Lacrosse League would do. Derek Molosky back for the Knighthawks. Has an open man. Good pick and roll. A shot. They score.
Well, the all-time leading goal scorer, Dewey Jacobs, and captain of Rochester. Watch him dive through the air there. Nice pass by Kurt Malowski. Oh, beautiful. There you see again. Watch him dive to get that extra room. Good. He's scored a few of those over the years.
Dwayne Jacobs with his second of the game ties it back up at 5. The Ravens' lead was short-lived. But it's been like that all night long. How could we expect otherwise? 5-5 in Rochester. Wild card playoff action. Olsen Export National Lacrosse. Here on Rogers Sportsnet. Pat O'Toole to Reggie Thorpe, and Thorpe bounces out. Well, the Knighthawks back. Early stages of the second half. Both teams have a marker.
No hold, no hold.
Sean Williams has been quiet tonight. Gives it to Sudan. Sudan turns around, feeds it in front to Darcy Sweet, but there's Dwight Maetche to spear the ball away. Ravens in transition, break back. Now they'll slow it down. Sedgwick moves away with an opportunity, bounces a shot that goes off the mitt, just above the glass. Whistle down, change of possession to Rochester.
On the arm.
And Sean Williams. Williams on the season had 40 goals, 35 helpers, and 75 points. So he knows where to put the ball. That time he fires one, and Maetche was there once again. It's got to be a sense of relief for a team like Vancouver, and actually for Rochester, to have goaltenders this solid, to know that if the shot's on goal and he can see it, it's probably stopped.
Absolutely. I still think that Dwight Maetche in close is the toughest goalie to score on. But Dewey Jacobs showed him how to do it there, diving across.
Reggie Thorpe turned away. 2 Vancouver players run into each other. Opportunity now is Malosky, Kurt Malosky, with a shot that deflects off a Vancouver stick. Possession is retained by the Knighthawks, but a great opportunity because 2 Vancouver players ran into each other.
That's the hardest Chris Pratt's been hit all night. He limped off to the bench.
Derek Malosky into brother Kurt. Works around the Vancouver goal and the crease area. With a shot. Maetche with the save. Hamilton turns it right back. Grant Hamilton, one of the strong defenders for this Vancouver Raven team, finds Mike Law, who has one in the second half. Law works in on Casey Zapp, decides to turn around. He waits for some friendlies to join him. And the first man is Bowen to Peter Morgan. Now it's Kevin Brunch trying to get something going offensively. Gets a pick, lets a shot go, whistle down. Possession changes back to the Knighthawks.
That shot went right off Krugervan's back of his leg right off the calf.
That's the smart. He'll go off the floor for a brief bit as John Grant turns it right back. Grant's been dangerous so often tonight, only with one marker so far. Another quick shot. Loose ball picked off by Sean Williams. Darren Reisig all over him like a cheap suit.
Loose ball.
Williams knocks it away. Good move by the captain. Darren Reisig again comes back with 2 Vancouver Ravens. He's there with Rob Williams in tight. Reisig with a shot. Saved by Pat O'Toole. And Williams can't get the loose ball.
Smart play by Reisig and Williams. You notice how they switched sides there.
Time up.
2 goals in this.
He switched over. Sorry.
It's all right, bud. 2 goals in the second half. Mike Law has one of them. Jacobs has the other. We're tied up at 5 in Rochester.
Honey, how much money did the contractor say he needed?
$7,500.
What if getting money from your home equity was this painless? Well, thanks to Ditech.com, it may be. Just log on or call 1-800-71-FIXED now. Apply to refinance and get cash out for home improvements or anything else. We'll arrange an appraiser, notary, and even deliver to your door. Ditech.com, your mortgage solution delivered.
On a full night of seventh heaven, the desire to fit in leads to temptation. And one person's mistake involves an entire family.
You're drunk.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing.
I don't feel so good.
Get Simon into the bathroom.
Yes?
Matt, why are you in the bathroom with Mary? I hate my hair. Mary's great with hair. Yeah.
2 back-to-back episodes of Seventh Heaven on the WB Monday night.
Oh, the gin joints.
I don't want any trouble.
No cuts, no commercials, no competition. Only the greatest movies of all time, all the time. Turner Classic Movies.
The third quarter is brought to you by Motorola. Intelligence everywhere. And by Doritos, the loudest crunch. Now floor side once again, and Jim Lang.
Well, Roger Millions, thank you very much with Chris Pratt. And I guess right about now in a 5-5 tie to playoff game, you're really disappointed he got traded from Calgary earlier in the season.
Yeah, things have worked out well for me personally. And, you know, right now we're in the heat of the battle, and all I'm thinking about is trying to get this win right now.
And it seems to everyone watching this game, the last goal is going to win, and it's going to be very important to make sure you don't take a dumb penalty in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure. Both power plays are very strong, and, you know, any mistakes that are made on the floor, you go to the box, the other team has a good chance of scoring. So, for sure, you got to try to play clean.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck with the rest of the way. That's another Molson Export Bench Report back upstairs.
All right, Jim. Chris Pratt waiting to get back into it. Knighthawks have the ball. Sudan with a shot that sails wide of the Vancouver goal. Well, Tyson Elias with a long pass. It goes all the way down to O'Toole, and the Rochester Knighthawks will turn it back again.
You want to avoid the giveaways on these guys. Keep the ball away from this man.
John Grant. Back to Abrams, now Kurt Molosky. Shot is blocked by the defense, and the Ravens turn back. There's 3 of them. Sedgwick right there with Kevin Brunch with a quick shot. Nice save by O'Toole. With that Darren Reisig, the captain. It was Reisig that got the nice feed.
Reisig was on the wrong side of the floor there. Did a good job catching that ball and getting that shot away.
John Grant getting some extra attention from Rich Catton. Rob Williams can't pick up the loose ball for Vancouver. Now Williams knocks it loose again. It's it up to Matt Duane.
Defense is getting nasty.
Oh, Matt Duane has the ball knocked away from him. A shot, they score.
Big turnover by Rochester. Great job getting that ball, stopping a fast break. And Sean Williams, ex-Toronto Rock player, finishes. That's John. I think that's John Grant makes that strip. Malowski to Sean Williams on the crease. Good finish.
Williams makes no mistake. I kind of wonder if the Vancouver players were wondering if there might have been an infraction called there.
No, that was clean. No, that was a good strip. You might get the ball 1 out of every 5 times you do it, but John Grant shows his defensive skills on that play.
Sean Williams gives the Knighthawks the lead again, 6-5.
On the edge, on the edge.
And the Ravens, who played catch-up most of this evening, will do so again. It's Ryan O'Connor with a shot. O'Toole with the save. O'Connor moved right into the 10-foot area in front of the goal with a good quick shot. Had a nice opportunity, but O'Toole was there. Chris Gill looks to knock it loose. Comes away with the ball. Gill shot. And he's knocked down, and the save is made by Pat O'Toole. Chris Gill's been excellent with 2 goals and 2 assists. Kurt Malosky with a long feed. Reisig goes after him. Reisig knocks the ball away from Malosky, who hustles back to midfield and keep possession. Tight with the shots on goal. Now 34-32. A shot by Derek Malosky. Maetche turns it to the corner. Dwayne Jacobs harassed by Darren Reisig. Jacobs moves away from a couple of checks. Here's Jacobs with a shot, and there is Maetche again with the save.
Let's go, let's go.
Dwight Maetche.
Work it, work it, work
out of
it.
his crease, battles with Malosky. Now it comes away. Hamilton and Malosky after it. Ravens lose possession, and good work by the Knighthawks to knock the ball free once again. Tim Sedan to Corey Bomberry. Dwayne Jacobs in now to Kurt Malosky before the Ravens grab it up. And the captain, Darren Reisig, tries to settle things down a little bit.
Absolutely, and they got to get a good offensive sequence here because the defense is tired from Vancouver's point of view.
They're kind of circling the wagons for a good minute in their own zone. Very tiring, exhausting for the defenders.
Rochester doing a great job pouncing on those loose balls.
On the edge.
Chris Pratt tries to get offense going, feeds it across. Kevin Brunch, double team Brunch with a shot right on it. Pat O'Toole makes the save. O'Toole coming out of his goal to cut down the angle. Closed it off, and Brunch had very little to shoot at. Big John Grant. Had his father before the game. He's even bigger.
He's bigger, that's right.
John Grant Sr., even bigger. Shot right on that time.
Crease, don't touch.
By the Knighthawks. Maetche turns it back.
Whoa.
Quickly the Ravens turn away. Rich Catton.
Oh, there you go
Has
again.
the ball stolen by Sean Williams all by himself as John Grant shoots. Oh, what a save by Maetche.
What a save by Rochester. Doing a great job of stealing that ball.
John Grant with a glorious opportunity, but watch Dwight Maetche. Brilliant save. It keeps it 6-5. Rochester pulls an export National Lacrosse League action.
You want to know what it takes to look like this? Devotion. Defense! I am an official devotee. You know who else is a devotee? Sports Illustrated is. You got to see what they gave me. Check this out. It's a personal CD player. This ain't no toy. This is a real CD player, and it rocks. They just gave me this sophisticated piece of electronics. You know what? They didn't even have to, because SI already has it all. New features, inside stories, amazing photos. You can't get that anywhere else. You want to get one of these babies for yourself? It's free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated. Just call the toll-free number and get 6 months of SI. That's 25 issues at a measly $1.59 an issue. I'd spend more on pretzels. And did I mention you get the personal CD player? Free! Free! Free!
See what's happening behind the scenes. Hear from Ariel Sharon's advisor and a Palestinian cabinet minister. Plus Senators McConnell and Feingold on Late Edition with Wolf Blitzer. Noon Eastern, CNN Sunday. Sponsored in part by Merrill Lynch Wealth Management.
Welcome back to the Blue Cross Arena, Rochester, New York, with 2 very important people. Tom Maenick, the president of the Vancouver Raisins, and the commissioner of the National Lacrosse League, Jim Jennings. And Jim, at this atmosphere in the Blue Cross Arena must make you very proud.
Yeah, it really does. These are great fans here in Rochester. They only had 5 or 6 days to sell this game, and it's a packed house, and we're real pleased with it.
And for Tom Maenick, for an expansion team, it's just been a dream season, 7-game winning streak to end, and no matter what happens tonight, you must be very proud.
We're proud of this Made in BC franchise that we've been able to put together, but most of all, we really appreciate the support from all of our fans in British Columbia, especially our season ticket holders. That's who we're going to build on in the future seasons to come.
Thank you very much. Let's head it back upstairs. That's another Molson Export Bench Report. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, Jimmy, great set play. John Grant off the backlash to Sean Williams, but there was Maetche for another save. Opportunity for Matt Duane in by his lonesome. Duane scores! Matt Duane on the breakaway, fires it in.
Oh, what a great little move that Duane put on there. Defensive player, but he's dangerous coming out of his own end. He scored 18 goals in the regular season, scores his first of the playoffs. But watch this fake that he puts on Pat O'Toole. And that was after a really creative play by, watch this play by Rochester. They actually shot it off the backboards, pass off the backboards.
Relax.
Up the floor, Duane gets a breakaway. Nice fake into the empty net.
What a gutsy effort by Matt Duane to tie this one up at 6.
Heads up.
Vancouver Ravens have been simply superb since the end of the first quarter, where they were trailing at 3-0. Came back, took the lead at one point, now have evened it up at 6 again. Coming to a late part of the third quarter, good opportunity for Chris Pratt. He's stopped on the backhand. Rebound by Chris Gill. And here are the Knighthawks turning it back. In a hurry, Mike Hazen. Derek Malosky scores.
Malosky got a lot of room here, and I think Vancouver was slow on the change. There you see transition play. Hazen passes up to Malosky. Look at all that room. He gets a step in. It's a 3-on-2. And he just drills that shot in.
Relax.
Derek Malosky, big shooter, scored 25 goals this season. 47 assists for 72 points.
Let's go.
Ravens play catch up again. Now it's 7-6. Rich Catton. Catton walks in. Good defensive effort by Andrew Turner. Knocks the ball away. Knighthawks roar right back. Seeing a little transition lacrosse all of a sudden, going end to end. Jacobs to Malosky.
Oh, great save by Maetche.
Dwight Maetche had the answer for Kurt Malosky. Turn right back. Tyson Bias. Leaves it for Jamie Bowen. Now it's Chris Pratt with the ball. The Ravens have had the answer so often in this game. Will they have it again?
I don't think Vancouver wants to get in a run-and-gun game with Rochester.
Shot sails wide by Ryan O'Connor just as the shot clock goes off. So the possession goes back to the Rochester Knighthawks. There's John Grant. If nothing else, he makes you play defense so hard. Even when he doesn't score, he's a deadly threat because what he can do to lead other people around. Darcy Sweet in front.
Whoa.
There's the feed. Two Knighthawks were cruising all by themselves, maybe watching Grant a little bit too much.
Heads up.
Hollenbach is hammered by a couple of Ravens, but still retains possession. A shot, and there's Maetche making his save. Good move by Jeremy Hollenbach, deciding just to let the shot go and surprise the goaltender. Unable to do so.
Just a couple seconds left in the shot clock. You never know.
A lousy angle, but it made Maetche think twice. Had to come up with a pretty decent save. Mike Law turned around to Chris Gill. In front now, Chris Pratt cannot get a shot away. Casey Zapp turns him away, chases him to the corner. Back to Gill. Gill, a shot, scores!
Holy cow.
Now, was that a change of pace? Sneaky looking shot.
Oh, exactly. Chris Gill's not known for the outside shot. I think he totally caught Patty O'Toole off guard. There you're going to see way outside long distance. Pat O'Toole, I just don't think he was expecting that shot.
No, I don't think he was screened, so you're right. It was just the quick release, and O'Toole wasn't there. The Ravens have fought back to tie it for, I believe, the 5th time. Make that the 4th time. Murray drops it to Jeremy Bowen. Hacked and whacked. Gill right back on the floor after getting his hat-trick goal. To Kevin Brunch. Minute and a half to go, third quarter. Here's Gill in front. A shot off the bar on a perfect pick and roll, but did he get belted after the play was complete? Casey Zapp turns it away. Knighthawks come back with Jeremy Hollenbach. The Molosky brothers off the bench in a hurry. Derek has it. To Kurt.
On the arms, Will.
7-7. Even in the third quarter, Molson Export National Lacrosse Playoff action from Rochester. Loose ball picked up by Hamilton. Ravens turn it back. Tyson Elias joined by Peter Morgan.
No way.
To Sedgwick, back to Elias, shot. He just goes wide of the bar. Great opportunity for the Ravens to take the lead.
Let's go.
The Ravens have definitely been getting their share of 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s off the fast break.
Kukoven digs it loose to Derek Molosky, and it'll be the Knighthawks with possession of the ball. Dying seconds. 25 on the shot clock. Now just less than 30 on the game clock. Dwayne Jacobs harassed by Matt Duane. Good shot by Molosky rather, and the save was made. Darcy Sweet turns it away. There's an injured Vancouver Raven. Kevin Brunch, I believe, is on the floor. Brunch slow to get up, and lots of action at mid-floor. Chris Gill takes it away. 4 Knighthawks all over Gill. Can he knock it loose for Peter Morgan? Can't. Look at them at that Knighthawk bench all over Chris Gill.
Well, the problem is there was no other Vancouver players on the offensive end as an outlet. Chris Gill can't pass it back, or it's an over and back. Somebody's got to get on the offensive side for him to dump it to. I think the defense was exhausted on that play.
Up top.
Just 4 seconds left to go in the third quarter. A long blast almost surprised Dwight Maetche, but did not. What a third quarter that was. And the third quarter itself was brought to you by Motorola. Intelligence everywhere. Also by Doritos, the loudest crunch. The Vancouver Ravens and Dwight Maetche all knotted up with Rochester Knighthawks 7-7. 3 quarters are over in playoff action.
What's up, Mr. Foster?
I go in for a PC, I come out with a migraine. You ask for this, all they have is that. Makes your head spin.
Well, your computer quandary is easily solved by the folks at Dell. Just call or go online. They'll help you figure it out, so you know what you're getting and what you're getting it for.
So none of this?
Nope, just the perfect PC for you at the right price for you.
Oh, I'm feeling better already.
Good.
Steven, isn't this your father's car?
No.
Right now, a complete Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor delivering performance where you need it most is just $7.99. There's great deals on notebooks, too. And why wait? Because for a limited time, you can get a free CD burner upgrade.
You're gonna say it, aren't you?
Oh, he knows.
Easy to buy, easy to own, easy as Dell. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
This is CNN.
This is CNN.
Power and speed make a winning combination. Same for pain relief. So most pro athletes demand the power and speed of Flexall. Flexall, powerful full-speed relief for tough pain.
This is Bob. Bob is doing well. Very well indeed. That's because not long ago, Bob realized that he needed something better in his life. And what did he get? Why, a big boost of confidence, a little more self-esteem, and a very happy missus at home. If you're interested in learning more about Enzyte, call for more information at 1-877-4-ENZYTE or visit us online. My man, NBA League Pass on DirecTV. Ow! At home our way. It's super bad. Better than courtside. Baby, get on up, make your call. Bring it on. What a deal. It's hot. Up to 40 games a week.
Don't miss a minute of the action. Catch up to 40 games a week from outside your local viewing area for just $99 or 3 payments of $33. To order NBA League Pass on DirecTV, call 1-800-GET-SPORTS or log on to DirecTVSports.com.
Right.
This is not an April Fool's joke. This is a great day of sport on April 1st. Rogers Blue Jays baseball, the season opener from Fenway Park in Boston. It's the Red Sox and the Jays. We get it going. Rob Falls and John Cerruti. And later that night, NCAA, the championship game of the Final Four. Monday, April 1st. There are the times in your region.
Well, this is one area that Vancouver's dominated in face-offs. 12-5 total.
Let's quickly go down to Jim Lang, floor side.
Roger, interesting pep talk by head coach of the Ravens, Paul Almonte, says, we got 15 miles to go. It's time to suck it up and get the job done. Back upstairs.
John Grant gets the job done. One-hander, the sub shot.
What a goal by a great player. I'm sure everyone expected him to pick that ball up and carry it to his forehand. Watch as he catches it. He's got it down low. Everyone's waiting for him to bring it over. Nope. If Maetche stayed on the post, but Maetche thinks he's coming over, he's anticipating the far corner. John Grant just puts it on that short side. Beautiful goal. Not too many guys could score them like that.
John Grant with a brilliant sub shot. Surprised everybody, and that would include Dwight Maetche. And the result is an 8-7 Knighthawks lead. The other National Lacrosse League playoff game tonight with a wild card. Washington Power surprising the Philadelphia Wings 9-6 at the half. The Gate brothers doing their thing. Corey Bombury has had a big night for the Knighthawks. He gets some special attention from Rich Catton in his knockdown. Loose ball. Elias takes over for Vancouver, turning it right back. Nice Elias finds Peter Morgan. Morgan walks right in with a chance and gets the shot away, and it just bounces wide. Pat O'Toole turns it back. Here's a breakaway possibility. John Grant just misses the pass. Turner tried to hit him on the fly, and Grant couldn't corral it, or he would have been in by himself.
It's twice this game where you've seen it. He hasn't been able to corral it.
Chris Pratt has a breakaway. Pratt in the crease, and they blow it down. So back and forth, they have breakaway opportunities. Both teams unable to score. Rochester retains their one-goal lead. The way this game has been, we can tell you it's been precarious to say the least. John Grant has the go-ahead marker, a backhand shot, and what a nasty one that was. Maetche made the save. Sedgwick harassed from behind by Hollenbach. Sedgwick looking for some offensive help, something you mentioned, Shanny. Vancouver has to get out there and get their legs going and get in that offensive zone.
Well, what's happening is Rochester's double teaming, triple teaming the guys when Vancouver's making a change.
No holding.
Aggressive defense causing some problems for the Ravens. They're trying to get right back. O'Connor with a shot. Nice save by O'Toole.
Beautiful pick and roll by O'Connor. He really shoved that guy when he threw the pick.
On the arms, other crease.
You can get away with it. It's a great play.
O'Connor and O'Toole. Irish eyes are smiling. O'Connor feeds it across. Bowen can't find the ball.
Let's go. Don't hit the goal.
And O'Toole has it. Rochester turns it back immediately as Turner slows it down on the floor, allows his offensive group to get out. Dwayne Jacobs has had a big night. Into Derek Malosky. Tim Sudan now joining the party. Here's Malosky, a blast. Whistle down.
That's a case where they were called on the illegal pick. Not much different from what Ryan O'Connor did in the other end, but that time they got caught. You see, these players always try to, when they throw a pick, if they can, knock the guy off balance. Knock the defender off balance.
That's good. That's two-man
Knighthawks have stretched out the lead with 3 minutes gone in the fourth quarter as far as shots on goal goes. 45-38, 8-7 on the score clock.
Great job by Krugervan on defense, getting on Chris Gill quickly.
Knighthawks turn it back. Reggie Thorpe looks for Sean Williams, finds him. Maetche with the save. Ravens trail by 1. Lots of time remaining. 11:30 to go, fourth quarter.
Heads up, heads up.
Chris Gill has had 3 tonight for the Ravens. To Kevin Brunch. Brunch walks in with a shot. Rebound. Brunch again. Shoots. Scores. Kevin Brunch follows it up and ties it at 8.
Oh, and the Rochester team was guilty of whole team turning around there. Brunch didn't. He went in for his own rebound. Was able to come in one-on-one. Takes the outside shot. Everybody turns around. Brunch goes straight for that ball. Great finish. There you go again. All alone.
First shot just might have hit the top of the crossbar and somehow it rebounded back.
I think it did look like Casey Zaff didn't know where the ball was, but Brunch was right on it.
Can't come. Can't come, Dwight.
Play slowed down on the floor. Let's hear Paul Ravery.
I'm going to ask Rick to come and see you, okay? You can't come to the bench. Rick! Rick!
Sounds like an equipment adjustment that's needed for Dwight Maetche.
Yeah, I think referee Paul Ravery is saying, yeah, I'll let the trainer go out there, but I'm not letting you go to the bench.
No, he's back. He's back. Goalies can't go to the bench,
John
guys.
Grant,
okay?
he's only got 2 goals and 1 assist, but he's been a bigger part of this game than it shows on the score sheet. You're going to see some more of his goals this year. This is against the Toronto Rock. He scored 6 goals against them in a losing cause. Look at that one. He can score over the shoulder, look, bad angles, great outside shooter. This guy's a dynamite lacrosse player. And he's still young, got a lot of good years. Only 25 years old. 2 goals tonight, but he stripped the ball on that last Sean Williams goal. John Grant didn't get a point on that, but he's the reason they scored.
He likely fires the ball better from all angles as almost anyone in this league, I would think. Forehand, backhand, sub shot, you name it, he's got them all. And the Ravens have possession. Dwight Maetche will give it to his captain, Baron Rising. They're all tied up at 8. Played 4 minutes in the 4th quarter.
On the yards, turn.
After Kevin Brunch's unassisted goal.
No hold, no hold.
Knotted it up at 8.
No hold, Mike.
Now it's a bit of a pressure cooker.
Oh, I think it has been all game.
Law with a shot. Save is made. Rebound opportunity in front.
On the arm.
5 seconds on the shot clock as Ryan O'Connor turns away. Has to hurry. Harassed by Turner. O'Connor just gives it away as he knew he was far too far to get a shot away. Here's the shot. The Knighthawks have the lead by 8 on the Ravens.
Loose balls, that's a lot of loose balls, but she's pretty well even.
Is it a sign of some aggressive defense, all those loose balls?
On the arm.
Knighthawks trying to get something going here on their home floor. Get the fans excited. They've been a little quiet in the second half. Sean Williams is harassed by not 1, but 2 Ravens. Good defense. As a result, that team defense knocks the ball loose and the Ravens turn it right back. 10 minutes to go.
Absolutely right. Great job double teaming, triple teaming. That's a skill. You got to know when you can and can't go. And Vancouver's done a good job at it.
Bowen into Mike Law for the Ravens. Works away from John Grant. Law turns it back in front. Gill scores! Oh, what a quick give and go. Law to Gill.
That was a beautiful play by Mike Law. This guy's getting better and better at this game. Field lacrosse player, only started playing box lacrosse a couple of months ago. But that looked like a broken play. There was nothing there. They isolated, let him go one-on-one. He had nowhere to go behind the net. And look at Johnny on the spot. Chris Gill getting his 6th point of the game, 4th goal to go along with 2 assists.
You just can't give Chris Gill that kind of opportunity. So the Vancouver Ravens for the 2nd time have the lead here in the 4th quarter in Rochester.
Life is full of difficult questions. Is my portfolio diversified? What should I know about the global economy? Will I be able to afford my children's education? Then there are the really important questions that require expert advice. Questions whose answers will have an immediate impact. Questions like, should I get steel or graphite shafts?
We get it first. We get it right. And more often, we're the only ones who get it. Every day, every night, everywhere, you can depend on CNN to see what happens next.
The Vancouver Ravens have the lead on the Rochester Knighthawks. Now the crowd gets into it at Blue Cross Arena in Rochester. There's a look at the Vancouver bench. Trailing 3-0 after the first quarter. 9-5. They've outscored this hometown Nighthawk team. Keep in mind, Rochester has 14 consecutive victories on home floor going into this one tonight.
And you know, they've been in some games where it looked like they had no business winning. I think Montreal was beating them 10-7 with about 4 minutes to go. They came back to win that. Toronto was beating them. They came back. If Vancouver was able to win this would be one of the biggest playoff upsets in years.
Yeah, I was reading the Rochester paper this morning, actually this afternoon when we got in, Shanny, and there wasn't a lot of thought put towards the Vancouver Ravens. I think they've surprised a few as Mike Law in front of Bowen. A shot, and I think it went off the bar. Opportunity for the Ravens to make it 2. Nighthawks turn it right back. Hazen. The Holland back. A quick shot by Jacobson and a save made by Maetche. Gets a piece of it. Elias turns it right back to Peter Morgan. Morgan moves it on goal. Morgan with the shot. Big save there by O'Toole.
Loose, man, it's loose.
They're scrambling on all fours right in the crease area. And a little bit of rough stuff. Elias and Turner slam each other. The Ravens will retain possession. Fans are a little owly about that.
Mike Hazen went low on big Peter Morgan there. Borderline, almost a trip.
Ravens would dearly love to go up by 2 and get some breathing room, any breathing room. They've had none this game. Mike Law is turned around. Ball's knocked loose by Jeremy Hollenbach. Great defense. So much great defense. Both teams.
Absolutely. This has been a tight game. I don't think you're going to see much breathing room anyway.
How much time, Joe?
It's had a little bit of everything. Your classic playoff action. Molson Export National Lacrosse on Rogers Sportsnet. Glad to bring it to you from Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York. Here are the Nighthawks. Bomberry scores!
Oh, Bob Berry's had a hot hand. Scores his 3rd goal of the game. The big underhand, or you BC guys call it the sub shot.
Oh, sure, Shanny.
There he goes. What a shot. I tell you, if I'm that Vancouver team, I'm saying don't let him shoot at all. After that shot that Maetche's head at the beginning of the game, he's got a great shot, Bomberry. Gets his 3rd of the game.
You're the Ravens, so who do you let shoot?
That's true.
Oh, man.
Good point.
This Rochester roster is loaded with guys with big shots. Bomberry, Grant, Williams, a shot. They score! Chris Gill! Chris Gill with his 5th goal of the game and another brilliant effort in midair.
We talked about Chris Gill before the game, you and I said, you rarely see Chris Gill carrying the ball. He scores his goal. He rarely has a ball in the stick for more than a second or 2. His skill is getting open like he does there. Picks a corner. Great goal. What a game.
Chris Gill with the 1-touch over Pat O'Toole's shoulder. Again, the Ravens have fought back for the lead. John Grant is out hustled for the ball by Bruce Murray. The Ravens turn it back. Rich Catton, 10-9. Vancouver leads the Rochester Nighthawks. Over 8,200 fans here in Rochester tonight.
Vancouver's only got 4 guys on the floor. I don't think they know it. Oh, there they go.
It'll take some time on the shot clock. 10 seconds to go. Ryan O'Connor finds an open man. It's Gill. Can't get a shot away. Now a blast. And there's a save by O'Toole as Gill is leveled from behind. Kevin Brunch took exception to what happened as Pat Kugelman hammered Gill, and he's on the floor.
No, it was a save. It was a save.
But I guess you merit some attention when you score 5 times in someone else's barn.
Absolutely, but he's a hard guy to cover because he rarely has the ball.
He tied for the league lead in the National Lacrosse League for goals, 5 tonight, just to put an exclamation point. If anyone had any doubts of the kind of year Chris Gill had, he has been absolutely splendid in Rochester, New York tonight. Fans urging their Nighthawks on. Darcy Sweet turns away from 2 defenders. Back to Sean Williams. Back to Sweet. Sweet blast. Maetche, great save off the chest.
Absolutely. Maetche really came out to challenge on that one.
Ravens trying to move the ball out. Finally, they do. Matt Duane joins Williams, and they turn it back.
Heads up.
Now it's Peter Morgan with the ball. Into the corner. Jamie Bowen.
Get out of there.
Feeds it back to safety where Ryan O'Connor is waiting. In front now, Morgan. Morgan with a shot. Quick shot. O'Toole with the save. Didn't know where the ball was.
You got it.
Peter Morgan has been valiantly trying to get on the board. Has had nil tonight. Could have used that one to go up by the deuce. 6.5 to go. Fourth quarter. 10-9. Vancouver leads Rochester. It's been that tight all game long. The Ravens have not had a 2-goal advantage. Rich Catton, solid defender, knocks it away. Has a man by himself. Hamilton there with Bruce Murray, and Hamilton will just chase it down. Ravens will get a complete offensive change. Murray out of the corner, walks in front, shoots. O'Toole with the save and holds on.
Great effort by Hamilton after that pass wasn't just off a bit. He's got to get off, though. They could use him on defense. He's going to have to catch a breath here.
Bruce Murray's been on all the time, too. Offense, defense, now back on defense again. He might be a wee bit tired. Williams into John Grant. Can this vaunted offense take advantage of that? Grant moves in, scores!
John Grant, always dangerous. By his standards, been relatively quiet, but give him an inch.
And man, will he take a mile.
Oh, exactly. What a shot. And I tell you, it's a good thing these Rochester guys have such good finish, because they are susceptible to the fast break. They got a lot of offensive guys. They've been giving Vancouver the odd man breaks.
Two of the superstars in this sport, John Grant and Chris Gill, going at it right here. There's going to be a penalty to the Vancouver Ravens. Oh, what a time for an infraction. Both teams had stayed out of the sin bin for a while, but now the Ravens will go to the penalty box. Paul Del Monte knows the timing is not good, as Darren Rising will go off for holding. Let's take a look at the penalty here.
Watch the center of your screen. Oh, yeah, that free hand came around. That's a killer, and you don't want to do it at center floor. We spoke about it before. You don't want to get penalties in the offensive end or center floor. You don't want to get a hold unless you're saving a goal.
I would suggest the biggest penalty kill of this young Vancouver franchise history right now. Power play Rochester. Mulaski can't handle it. Tied at 10. Chance down low, Mulaski. Kurt and Derek pass it back and forth, and Kurt narrowly misses it. Now Grant chases away with Matt Duane. Grant gets the ball back to Derek Mulaski. Blast, saved by Maetche. He holds on.
Hit the back of the net.
Discretion, the better part of valor by the goaltender, Dwight Maetche.
Goal judge actually put the goal light on, and that play by Mulaski, it definitely didn't go in.
Home floor advantage. Didn't matter. Tied at 10. Penalty kill for the Vancouver Ravens. They have not had a shorthanded goal in this game. Ryan O'Connor feeds it in. Misses Gill. There'll be a change. Ravens will try to get back defensively. 1:07 on the power play. 4.5 in the fourth quarter. It's tied at 10. The Rochester Knighthawks looking for their 15th straight at home.
Thanks, Joe.
And this is the loudest the crowd has been since the first period.
John Grant tries to get a free shot away into Derek Mulaski.
They're not going to give him a free shot with that diamond.
Oh, my goodness, what a blast by Grant. Sails just wide. Another chance. Bomberry blocked. And the whistle goes. Make that the buzzer goes. That is a change of position on the shot clock. 30 in the penalty kill left.
I like the way Vancouver's playing the diamond. They're trying to take away the outside shots from the power play. And, you know, Metke's strength is inside, so don't let John Grant and Corey Bomberry shoot from the outside. It makes your chances better.
They can literally kill off the penalty here. 15 on the penalty. 9 on the shot clock. Mike Law turns away. Law feeds it in the middle. Opportunity for Brunch, and he is absolutely leveled by two Rochester Knighthawks who turn it back. 3 seconds in the penalty. Kurt Mulaski has it. The penalty is over. Dwayne Jacobs with an opportunity. Maetche save. Rich Catton knocks it in front. Bruce Murray turns it back. Tyson Elias turns away from the check of Molesky. Molesky drops it off the stick of Elias. And Vancouver has it once more. 3:05 to go, fourth quarter, 10-10. Molson Export National Lacrosse League playoff action from Rochester. Ryan O'Connor walks in with a shot. It deflects away.
That's a
Ravens with a long blast that sails wide. Bowen with a blast that sails wide. A couple of shots that missed the goal entirely.
Those were all just desperate shots, knowing there's only a couple seconds left in the shot clock.
Some of the big guys with goals. John Grant with one in this fourth quarter. Chris Gill has 5. It's tied up at 10 late in quarter number 4.
What's up, Mr. Foster?
I go in for a PC, I come out with a migraine. You ask for this, all they have is that. Makes your head spin.
Well, your computer quandary is easily solved by the folks at Dell. Just call or go online. They'll help you figure it out, so you know what you're getting and what you're getting it for.
So none of this?
Nope, just the perfect PC for you at the right price for you.
Oh, I'm feeling better already.
Good.
Steven, isn't this your father's car?
No.
Right now, a complete Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor delivering performance where you need it most is just $7.99. There's great deals on notebooks, too. And why wait? Because for a limited time, you can get a free CD burner upgrade.
You're gonna say it, aren't you?
Oh, he knows.
Easy to buy, easy to own, easy as Dell. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
It's time to take a look at our Speedy Drive of the game, brought to you by Speedy. At Speedy, you're a somebody. John Grant was a somebody, has been all night, but watch the beautiful underhanded shot.
I mean, some shot. That was a beauty. And, you know, Maetche came off his post here because he thought he's bringing it around, like most guys would. What a game this is. Oh, 3 minutes to go.
What a great advertisement this is for the game of lacrosse. Box lacrosse at its best. 10-10, 2:47 on the clock. John Grant, 3 goals tonight for Rochester. Grant works around Rich Catton. Grant in front, loose ball. And it'll go back to Rochester.
Oh, and these fans are really in there cheering every call.
And they're standing directly in front of us. This is kind of a cozy building. And the fans are getting into it. Why not? Sean Williams turned away by Darren Rising. Back to John Grant. Grant with a quick shot, and it bounces high off the glass. Will it go over the center line? It does. Picked up by Matt Duane. Matt Duane shoots, and a great save.
Oh, Sean Williams ran back hard to put the pressure on him. Big save by O'Toole.
What an effort by Matt Duane. Scored on a breakaway similar to that earlier in the game, but could not find the mark here.
Well, Sean Williams was right behind, making sure he wasn't going to get a time to put any fakes down. It was just going to be a shot.
2 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. Tim Sudan in front. Misses Kurt Molosky. Molosky beats Hamilton to the ball. Molosky into the crease. Turns around. Feeds in front. Quick shot. Oh, what a save by Maetche. Dwight Maetche with a brilliant save. Opportunity by Derek Molosky again, and it goes high off the mesh. And again, possession. Oh, Molosky hammers a Vancouver Raven in the face with a punch.
Hey, guys, stay on the floor.
As they jostle to the left of the net, and the officials will have to get on top of this baby in a hurry.
Stay on the floor. Stay on the floor.
Oh, the referees don't want to throw anybody off here. They don't want to decide it. And I doubt they give any penalties.
You got white ball.
Boy, there'd be lots of room if they went 4-on-4.
Come on, Cat.
The fourth quarter has been a busy one. And the fourth quarter has been brought to you by Yamaha Motors. When you want the best. And by Canon, leaders in digital photography. Astonish yourself.
I tell you, you have to be really careful. You're Rochester in this situation, because if you're Vancouver, you want to grab a guy like John Grant or whatever. If you can take him to the penalty box with you, you will.
Knighthawks with possession. Darcy Sweet has to turn it back. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Williams in front to Grant. The shot goes wide. Big opportunity for the Knighthawks. They have it again. Whistle goes, and it goes to the Vancouver Ravens.
Tell you, how did John Grant get open in that play, and how did Sean Williams find him through that maze?
Go hold it, Turner.
That was a great play. I don't know if the shot went just wide or if it was a save by Maetche, but John Grant, dangerous as ever.
1:15 to go, fourth quarter, 10-10. Ravens have possession. Chris Pratt tries to engineer some offense. Pratt winds up the shot, and Pat O'Toole with the save, but they only get one.
Let's go.
O'Toole covers up on it.
Absolutely, a minute to go here.
Less than a minute. Tied at 10. The fans are on their feet in Rochester.
You think John Grant's going to get the ball?
We'll watch and see. Here's an opportunity for a brilliant save, Maetche. Absolutely robbing the Knighthawks in close, but the Knighthawks have it again. Sudan with the ball. Sudan circles the wagons, backhand shot, and Maetche with a brilliant save again. Dwight Maetche back-to-back saves to keep it out of the goal. And we have a timeout on the floor as the Knighthawks had two wonderful opportunities, but that man right there, Dwight Maetche, frustrating those men. The Rochester Knighthawks on the bench, they have to wonder.
Oh, a couple of great plays by Tim Sudan as he goes to the net here, behind the shoulder. And watch, he's going to get another chance here, and watch this tricky shot he takes. Oh, this is the same one. Beats his man, looks like he's going down, gets the balance. Great save by Maetche. Now with 30 seconds to go, I'm sure Vancouver's going to pull Maetche and try to save it for that one last shot. 30 seconds to go on the shot clock and regulation time. It's a little bit dangerous, though. You want to make sure you don't go for that shot till there's just a few seconds left.
47 saves by Dwight Maetche. The season on the line with half a minute to go.
Oh, and this is why you practice your 6-on-5 specialty team all year.
And then if you haven't had enough excitement, how about sudden death overtime if it stays tied? Tied at 10, 23 seconds on the clock. Extra man, goaltender is out for the Vancouver Ravens. Net is empty. Ryan O'Connor to Chris Pratt. O'Connor into the corner again. Back to Pratt. Down to 5 seconds on the clock right now. Chance in front, opportunity, a shot. Peter Morgan just fails to win it. Morgan again, a shot and a save. And the buzzer goes to end the fourth quarter. Morgan is leveled. Peter Morgan is on the floor after getting absolutely poleaxed from behind, but he gets up.
He's all right, but I'll tell you, man, 1 second left. He got that ball and got that shot away. O'Toole had to stay with it right to the end. Sudden death, oh my gosh.
We've had some kind of emotion here in Rochester. We're tied at 10. We're going to sudden death overtime. 10-10. Let's take a look at the dying second.
Actually, I think it was a broken. I don't know how Morgan caught this ball, but it's the rebound that's amazing. He gets the ball, it's about 1 second, quick shot. That was a huge save.
Tied at 10, we'll come back with overtime. Rochester 10, Vancouver 10. National Lacrosse League playoff action for Molson Expert and Rogers Sportsnet coming up with overtime.
Mother always cries at the wedding. Especially when it puts $10,000 on the credit cards. How are we paying for this?
Check the freezer.
What if getting money from your home equity was this painless? Well, thanks to Ditech.com, it may be. Just call 1-800-71-FIXED or apply online now to refinance at a low rate to cash out some equity. We'll arrange an appraiser, notary, and even deliver to your door. Ditech.com, your mortgage solution delivered.
The Arctic Rose is the worst fishing vessel disaster in modern history.
In 2001, all 15 people perished in the icy Arctic water.
What happened so suddenly with such a catastrophic event that nobody could escape?
Family and friends demand to know why.
I almost wanted to see things that I didn't want to see.
And the Coast Guard launches an unprecedented search for answers. Aaron Brown hosts the mysterious and chilling tale of the Arctic Rose. CNN presents Sunday, 7 Eastern.
Sports Central coming your way, wrapping up a busy Saturday in the Pacific region. You'll see it, Jamie Campbell. Damian Goddard immediately following lacrosse. Molson Canadian Canucks hockey on Rogers Sportsnet West and Pacific. The Vancouver Canucks and the LA Kings. That battle in the Western Conference continues. Can the Canucks get a playoff spot? They'll try to get it done against LA. Our Molson Export player of the game is Chris Gill. 5 goals and 2 assists. He's got it done so far. Will he get a chance to get the game winner?
It's interesting. John Grant is on the floor right away. Rochester goes with a mixture of offense and defense. Corey Bomberry taking the face-off. Vancouver's mostly defensive guys. They have Ryan O'Connor out there. If Rochester gets this ball quickly, you'll see they'll go straight onto the offense.
5 minutes on the clock. Sudden victory overtime. John Grant has the ball. They whistle it down. Possession goes to...
They've called a timeout. Rochester got the ball, called a timeout.
A timeout.
Oh, they're going for it right now. That'll be interesting to see. The last time they had a timeout, they did that play off the backboards, and it actually was a nice play, but Vancouver came right back on Matt Duane to score. But what a night Chris Gill has had for Vancouver. You see his 5 goals into the first one. This gets him going. Second goal of the game, made it 3-2. This one ties it up. Second power play goal made it 3-3. There's the outside shot that surprised O'Toole. And then in the fourth quarter, he gets a couple quick ones. That one, a nice pass by Law. And then O'Connor, this one makes it 10-9. Of course, John Grant scored after that one to eventually put us into overtime. Rochester wants it now. I'll tell you, Chris Gill has done everything they hoped for when they made the trade.
Now they're going bananas in Rochester.
Watch their crease.
Trying to exhort the overtime marker. John Grant has 3 and the ball to Sean Williams. We're in overtime. Sudden victory overtime. Corey Bomberry to the corner. Kurt Molosky. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bomberry looks, fires. Maetche with the save. Off his shoulder. Ravens try to get the ball and clear it away. Nice double team.
Oh, great job by Rob Williams.
Timeout.
They triple teamed him.
Another timeout's been called. Another timeout's been called here in Rochester.
Both teams would like to end it early.
See League Commissioner Jim Jennings just to our right, watching the proceedings here in Rochester. He has to like what he's seeing.
I tell you, everybody in this rink is excited, maybe a little tense. What a game. And, you know,
both teams have to, I guess, look inside themselves at this point at the benches when they've got some time to take a break and think about it. Look at right at the Vancouver bench. You cannot see it on your screen, but Paul Del Monte has a huddle going. There's a look at some of the guys not involved in the huddle, but talking strategy. They'd love to end it early.
Oh, the defensive guys all know what they have to do. It's the offense that they're trying to come up with a plan. Somebody's going to be a hero out here. Who's it going to be?
Possession belongs to the Vancouver Ravens. It's 10-10. We're in sudden death overtime in Rochester. Dwight Maetche will get things started along with Chris Pratt. It'll be Pratt with the ball, and we're back at it in Rochester, New York, in overtime. Maetche off the bench. They pulled the goalie. They pulled the goalie.
Oh, my gosh.
Extra attacker. Kevin Brunch has it. Ooh, dangerous bounce. Brunch.
This is gutsy. Holy cow.
For Chris Pratt.
Oh, he's going back.
Now he's back in. Pratt shoots. Ball is saved into the corner. Peter Morgan double team. Morgan loses the ball. Chris Gill can't find it. O'Toole, the goaltender, has it. There's a man breaking in behind. And it's a 2-on-1. Turner waits for John Grant. Gives it to Grant. Now the Vancouver defense is there. Grant turns away. Tries to get a shot away. Now to Sean Williams. Williams knocked away by Rich Catton. Great defense by Rich Catton to get it to his goaltender, Dwight Maetche. And the Ravens will turn back.
Some dangerous plays out there. Holy cow, gutsy lacrosse.
Kevin Brunch for Vancouver. They have possession. They have the ball. 3:20 left to go in the first overtime period. Sudden victory overtime. Sudden death, sudden victory, whatever you want to call it. O'Connor to Brunch. Brunch shoots wide. Big rebound. Picked up by Turner. Coming right back is Rochester. Changes all the way around, and Derek Moloski will try his luck for the Knighthawks. Derek Moloski to John Grant. Grant eludes a check, moves in on goal. Grant shoots, save Maetche. Save! Two big saves by Dwight Maetche. Loose ball. Derek Moloski has it. Moloski for Rochester. Looks and waits, has a lane, shoots, saved by Maetche. Big rebound, they score!
Well, I'm not sure how they put this one in. Tough way to end the year. This is Derek Moloski takes the shot. Oh.
Goes off the back of the leg of Dwight Maetche into his own goal.
That's a tough break. Well, what a season Maetche's had. He's feeling terrible right now, but he brought them here.
Oh my goodness, where would they be without Dwight Maetche? He's had a tremendous year for the Vancouver Ravens. He's been that kind of special. All right, 11-10 Knighthawks, and it's time for Crunch Time, brought to you by Doritos, the loudest crunch. And it was heard right here. Derek Moloski,
the hero. And I think, oh, how would it go in? That's a tough way to lose.
Let's go downstairs to the floor and Jim Lang. Jim.
Roger, I got the hero, Derek Moloski, the mother of all games this year. You come out on top.
Unbelievable, man. I don't know what to say right now. I just want to say hi to all the boys back home. Woo, that was for you. And I love Rochester right now because we're going to go, baby. We got a tough team. We're bringing it together. We love the fans here.
You're heading to Albany next week. It's going to be an even tougher game. But I think you know deep down inside you'll have the horses to do it.
You know, we're rolling now. They have a week off. We're ready to go for them. And we're going to challenge them as hard as we can.
Good luck all the way, Derek. Back upstairs, guys.
Molson Export National Lacrosse was brought to you by Molson Export and Expeday. Our next game is next Friday night at Air Canada Centre, Toronto. Will it be the Washington Power or Philadelphia Wings meeting the Toronto Rock? We'll have it for you. Molson Export National Lacrosse on Rogers Sportsnet next Friday, April the 5th. An overtime marker by Dwight. Take that Derek Moloski off the back of the leg of Dwight Maetche has given the Rochester Knighthawks an 11-10 overtime win over the Vancouver Ravens. In Rochester, they'll advance in the playoffs. For Brian Shanahan and Jim Lang, this is Roger Millions bidding you good night from Rochester, New York.